Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another Code Chibi Xenoblade 3 stream. This is essentially the post game, I would like to call it, because there ain't nothing else. We got our special guest back, because, you know, it's her favorite franchise.
I'm obsessed. Hello.
Alright, cool. Anyways,
this is not a cry for help. I don't need any help.
Okay, well, I mean, you could say that. But the kindling for the book will be amazing. I cannot wait for that. She didn't tell me about
the book yet?
I don't think she. No, it's still in the case. See, the thing is, I was thinking of giving it to Sabrina, but since when she mentioned that she was getting
that's
it,
already
so
taken care of.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? All right, well, fine. I guess I don't need to do anything now.
Thank you, Spider Knife, for being a good friend.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Version 1.2.1! Ooh, let's see
Oh
the
my
updates
god.
on the title screen. Alright, let's see what we got. The second volume of the DLC is now available for download. If you have purchased the expansion pass, you can receive the following contents. A new hero, access to challenge mode, that's it. Yeah!
Well, what's the other one? The that 2.0 thing.
Added functional to back up a party formation. Oh yeah, this is you can save your party formations now because you don't have to, you know, suffer with the thing. Also fixed several minor issues to improve gameplay, meaning
Probably by now it's cooking.
no,
Yeah,
that was
the
already
cooking
fixed already.
Oh.
Wait, they don't even have it as an update.
It was an update.
No,
Yeah.
I mean they don't have it as an update here. I guess it wasn't a major update.
Well,
I
it's
guess
probably
so.
like within the update.
Go to July 29th. Maybe it's in there.
Says if you purchase the expansion pass, you can achieve
The
following
one below
contents.
it.
Added support for the expansion pass and fixed several minor issues to improve gameplay.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
No, what?
Yeah, several
Wait.
minor issues improving gameplay. That's
wait,
the
is
banana
that
thing.
really it? Oh.
Yeah, because there obviously it wasn't just banana. Like they fixed a bunch of other stuff, but
Oh, well.
they just didn't list it all.
I'm glad that they fixed banana. It took forever. It was like, oh yeah, this.
What I definitely recommend,
Okay.
if I may,
Yeah.
because remember we got the 2 post-game classes.
Yes.
Definitely, I want you to play those ascension quests. So
Okay.
put them on Noah Mio and eat some what is it? Class points. Eat some class points.
C3PO.
C3PO.
All right. Well, we got them in their suits. Now I just need to remember how to actually play the game.
Yeah. You press buttons, I believe, and that's it.
I love that
You
logic.
wait and press the button.
All right. Anyways, before we continue further,
I've seen improvements to gameplay. Ah, okay.
how do you run in this game?
Don't you like click down the button or no?
Oh wait, no. This is their run. Yo, I'm gonna be freaking confused. I haven't played the game. I need to find a camp. Oh wait, no, there's a camp up here.
Yes, I read to see the trailer for Ant-Man.
Same.
I
Watch that during work.
Wow. You're supposed to be working and instead you're freaking
I'm sorry. There was one point where I was sitting there for 18 minutes not doing shit because no one called in and I'm not allowed to make calls. So
well, then.
it's not my fault.
Well, maybe you should have made the call. That 15%.
No,
Finally
I can do it. I'm not allowed to.
Well, then I don't know what to tell you then. No.
You
I didn't
give
meant to-
yourself a big,
Well,
you give yourself like a big class point boost.
Yeah, my food works now. 5%. What?
there's
Oh
another
no,
thing.
give yourself a better one. There's other stuff than that.
Well, no, I put in. What am I supposed to do? Why did they only give me? Wait, why did they give me 5%? That's not the one I wanted to make. I wanted to make this one. No, not this
Well,
one. I
you
wanted
don't
to make
have
this
the-
one. Oh wait, I want to spend the coinage.
You don't have some of the ingredients.
Well, they can kiss my ass with these ingredients.
Use the coins.
What kind of breads
It's
are
a-
those?
Ingredients.
It doesn't matter. It's bread. Spicy
good.
zestomies. They're indeed good. All right, cool. Now that we have feasties, let's go fight the final boss again. No, I'm kidding. I'm not fighting the
Do you
final
want
boss.
do you want me to tell you a level to drop down to?
Yeah, sure.
Drop down. I'm trying to remember because because I also did like the Ascension quest like on the same day. I just kind of grinded. I believe do like 35.
Whoa, that's a big drop.
Yeah, it's a very low. Like it's a very low level. It might be 25. I just don't remember.
Also, game, no offense, level up, that's not the word you want to say. We're not leveling up,
Yeah,
we're
level
leveling
up.
down.
Level up to 35.
Alright, now we're gonna be easy picking for murder.
Yeah, like the Ascension quest, I did like I think it was 45 or 50.
Somehow game's not having a cooking feature of some form. 3 has Mononic Camp cooking, Sword of Shield has curry, Breath of Wild has cooking, Tsushima has you fry fish, ooh. And Scarlet Violet has you make sandwiches. Just sandwiches? Nothing else?
Shout out to Cyber not mentioning the game that introduced it, which was Final Fantasy 15! Nobody actually remembers that. 15 started it technically with the RPG.
That game isn't even finished.
It
never will be.
Well, I mean, you don't need to, because the game is basically, as Sabrina said, unfinished. Alright, who's ready to... Wait, Monica, you can kind of... Can I put Monica back to max level, though?
If you want.
Cool. Go back to level 80. That way we at least have one person to defend us if we die.
If I gave you the wrong level.
Yeah, that too.
Oops.
So, hey, Osaka. Hello.
What's up? Alright, let's... So now I'm level 35. Where should I go hit my face in?
The desert.
Really? The desert? I'm gonna pick any other place. Why it's gotta be what's the desert? Oh, this is the desert? This desert. It's gotta be desert. I don't know what the desert looks like anymore.
The non-desert.
What's the desert? I actually don't remember.
Sorry, you have to accept it in the DLC, the expansion pass, or else it's not going to show up.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what am I accepting?
Go to Volume 1, I guess?
No, it's Volume 2.
Oh, it's 2. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, she's in the desert. Oh, yeah, let's go. Oh, you mean this thing. Because you did it at... Wait, you did it at level... Wait, what level did you do this on? Oh my god, challenge! We could meet Adam Howland. Yeah, let's go.
I didn't lower my level at all, and I didn't notice the level requirement, and I was like, oh, I'm overpowered.
Yeah, because I noticed it says that you can start at chapter 3, so I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
That was the level was like 33, or is that the chapter?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
No,
so level 19, you can lower your level more. Like.
Well, what if I don't want to?
That's with you then. That's not my business.
Fun.
That's a you problem.
That's not my business. I honestly just couldn't remember because I was like, I did the Ascension quest the same day, like I said, and for that you need to be like level 45 or something.
Okay, that's fair. I was kind of confused as to what you wanted me to do. I'll put everybody at level 20. I'm pretty sure whatever the hell we're gonna be beating up, it's not gonna be like friggin' Among Us difficulty.
You'll be alright.
I mean, Sabrina can't even say anything. She friggin' murdered the thing whenever she was fighting. Oh, yeah, new character. They're gonna be like level 99.
Like, oh wow, you guys are way under leveled.
I was like, wow, you guys suck.
The fact that they give you this for chapter 3, I'm like, oh. I was expecting it to just be a post-game thing. I'm like, oh, you can do it, like, as soon as you enter chapter 3, I'm like, oh.
Well, they kind of did that with a few of the other character blades in 2 as well.
Well, I mean, they also take in consideration that some people may not have gotten this game on release, so...
Beating it.
Yeah.
This game, this game as a speed run is super Among Us difficult because if you die to the final boss, I hope you love. I hope you love resetting the whole game because that's it. You're not winning. Yeah, pretty much. Because I saw NL's post of that. I'm like, oh, well, damn, it's a good thing we never lost in that fight. That would have sucked.
Yeah, you have to restart that whole fight.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't ask. Because I was going to ask, it's like, hey, what happens if you lose this fight? You have to do the whole thing again.
I didn't know either until like later on.
Yeah. It's fun when you know things after you've already beaten it already. Alright, apparently I'm lost.
I told you it's the desert.
Yeah, Serena, you say desert, I say,
Who's
Hollow.
Serena?
Not Serena, from freaking Sailor Moon.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I got a new name today at work.
Oh, what's the new name this time?
Lucy.
Lucy?
Lucy, come home.
Poor girl.
I wonder how too.
Why do people keep mistaking your name? I don't understand.
I don't know. I'm clearly saying
many-
Sabrina. Like,
How many is that right now?
let me go back
God,
to
I'm gonna
my
have to
notes.
pay her $30 soon at this point because I said that if she gets to friggin' if she gets to 50 names, that's it. I
32.
said no. Well, no, I said 100.
32?
I was not even.
No, you said 50.
I did say 50. Damn, you
Yeah.
actually kept the receipt of that. Sheesh. Money's on the line. I gotta keep the receipt of that. Can't be like Sheena and just forget.
Hi.
No.
Well, damn. Also, I'm sorry. I thought there was a run button in this game. There isn't, and that's mainly because I thought that I was playing the wrong game.
It's been a while.
It has been like 5 years, dude. I can't believe that
Whoa, 5
Xenoblade
years.
5 exists.
You see, like, you said, cool, if you reach 50 by the end of the year, you get a prize.
See, this is why you don't bet with your friends, guys, because they go ahead and do shit like that. They go ahead and save the damn text message and then end up spamming it in your face.
Actually, I did not save it. I just remembered it in my head, but I screenshot it now just so I can have it.
Even now I got it. Now I got the receipts. Look at these.
Yes. So now you can't go edit it.
And get $30 every time someone mistakes your name for something else.
Hell no. She'd be rich.
$30 for every name?
You know
For
how much
every name.
you know how much is $30 each?
That's $960.
There you go.
That's a lot of fish.
I don't know why $30 specifically. That's just the first number that popped in my head.
Because by the
Because
time
you said $30.
Because all the people are all for some reason 30 at that workplace and don't know how to actually pronounce their worker's name, which is such an
Like-
easy name to pronounce. It's not like her name is Shakoya Magoya.
What? Oh, I never got mistaken for that name, whoever that name is.
Oh, Sheener.
I never heard of that. The only name that I gotten was funny enough from my older sister because she misspelled my name a lot. Also, what's happening here?
Cutscene.
A knock-on caravan. It's under attack from a pack of monsters. I could have told you that. Come on, Noah. Yeah.
Oh my god, you look so out of place here.
But you know.
She does not belong here. Alright, let's kick some ass.
E.
So it's been like 5 years since I played this game, so what's changed?
Nothing.
It's
The fighting's still the same since you last played it.
wait, new battle theme? Is there a new battle theme?
Yeah, because, actually, no, which one is playing? Because you're both classes.
Don't you have to
Or-
have them on the team?
Oh, yeah, no, you definitely have to have them on the team.
Yeah, that was an old theme.
Oops. I don't know, I can't hear it right now.
Well, then, open your ears.
Dude.
I'm sorry, tell that to your screen recorder that's not having audio.
I don't know how to set that up. You guys know how do you know how to set it up? You join with things, so you probably know how to set up screen share audio.
I can't, my Mac doesn't allow it.
Oh.
Then what's even
Literally-
the point?
Literally, Discord will tell me you need to have Mac OS, I forget the specific number, and mine is the number behind it, but Apple stopped updating my computer. So if I want to get screen recorder with audio, I gotta get a new computer if I want to.
So wait, so you mean how do you, now I'm actually curious on how to do that. That way you guys can actually end up hearing the thing, because if I can do that, then bitch.
I like how the
Do you have,
kind of changing.
Can you hear the game through OBS?
No. Actually, that would probably end up mitigating a lot of issues that I usually end up having. How do I listen through OBS?
Your stream is buffering and you're cutting up my end.
Not on my end.
No, that's on your end, Sabrina.
Damn. Of course I have bad internet today. It sounds
Yeah,
fine
you must
here.
have like yeah.
Yep, it's Sabrina's
Yeah,
end.
it's me. It's always me.
It's okay. Anyways, you said something about OBS?
Yeah, can you hear the game through OBS?
No, I cannot.
That's probably why then. Yeah, because I don't think OBS plays back the audio. I guess. Because like, haven't you? No, you use Elgato, don't you? When you share games on Discord.
Nope, I used OBS, but that is a point. I don't have Elgato open. Should I have it?
No, nah, don't. Because you already have it shared on one screen, just gonna mess up your stream.
Yeah.
You know it.
I have to search it.
Dee doodle.
Her eyes are very green.
She reminds me of like half Macon kind of feel. She has those things on the back, and it kind of reminds me.
She's supposed to be like a Poppy clone. It was raining, so if you can hear a bunch of noises,
I don't hear
don't
anything.
mention it. Man, her legs are like bug
She needs more
legs.
meat.
She's got bug legs.
Sure reminds me of the suits on Ryoko and Sasuke wearing Kill la Kill.
Yes, I suppose I did.
Her wings look like the scissor blade Ryoko wields. I can see that.
Xenoblade X2 confirmed.
Okay, so like I searched it and like yeah, like it's doable, but you have to like mess with like your settings. And I'm like, I don't feel like having you do that, so I'll do
Yeah.
Okay, well send it to me so that way in the future, if you decide to join and we just share screen, it might be better. So that way I could just mute the TV entirely and just listen through the thing. Cause I've been wondering if I can do that from jump. Cause the thing
like,
is,
it's like,
the
it's like
alert.
just going to like from what I saw from like those few seconds, it's like going from like monitor to output or something in your audio settings, and it probably is something just from there. That's my guess at least.
Audio to monitor setting. That would mean that the thing would come from the monitor. You don't have to have Elgato open. Good.
No.
That's good. I hate Elgato. Elgato's stupid.
You could have sworn like when you shared games before. I remember you having audio, so that's
only
like,
that's only if I'm like obviously share screening in the Discord chat. But if it's like this, I don't do that because that would take way too much bandwidth, and my computer would go ahead and have an insane, and then I will cry.
Because I'm like, it should be the same thing. Like, I don't know. Like, it's like, how do you do it in the server but not in DMs? So that's why I was confused. Like, wait, like, how are you not getting it?
Well, I'm not hearing the audio at all from my computer, so that helps. Because because you guys can hear the alerts just like how I can hear the alerts. That's
Yeah, I can hear
it's
the
obviously
alert.
It's coming from the we look at the not the advanced properties, they ain't it. It's coming from Actually, wait, no, the advanced properties is the thing that I should be looking at, because the alerts is monitor and output. So I'm kind of wondering if I switch the video capture to that, will that do the same thing?
It might be.
Wait.
Yeah, we hear it.
Among Us! That was so easy! Muting TV now!
We can hear the game.
Oh my god!
Gina can listen to the game now.
She can finally listen to it and then be confused. Why is it so low though?
Well, maybe it's my end that's low because I need to turn up the stream volume.
No, I can hear it.
I can hear it too.
Among Us, but wait, can you guys hear the game? Because you guys
I
can't
can
hear
it.
it.
I mean, it's low, but I hear it.
No, I mean, can they hear the game?
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Like
what I
they can't
figured.
hear
You guys
it.
can't hear it on stream. Yeah,
Yeah,
Uni
they're
is
speaking
speaking.
right now. Yeah, they're speaking. Nope,
No,
they
they
cannot
can't.
hear it. That's the downside of
Oh,
it.
wait, hold on. Why does it says mute? Oh, well, hold on. Now, can you guys hear it?
Let's make it quick then, yeah?
Yeah, they can hear it.
Yeah!
Oh!
There it is! We can play the game now! Let's slap some cheeks!
Yay!
Thank you, Sabrina.
You're welcome.
You don't want to listen to music, even though I do like listening to music.
Dude, that could have mitigated so much of the friggin' game, bro. So that's how streamers do it. I was always wondering how the hell streamers even play these things and then also have like the audio at the same time. That always confused me. Now I understand. Now I can
Now,
hear
I wonder if the audio that you're listening to, like, from OBS is in sync with the game.
Probably not. I mean, Elgato's pretty good with that, but probably. I mean, there's a bird there. Does that count?
What?
I don't know. I mean, it's good enough for me. Like, it's kind of like 0.1 second delayed.
Oh, like a millisecond off.
Yeah. Look, it's not 0.3. If it was 0.3, then I wouldn't be able to do this.
Ah.
But that's good. I can actually hear it without actually going, oh, let me put up the volume on my TV.
What's wrong, Eno?
She speaks like a knob-on.
I think. Also, what happened to you?
What happened to her?
Yeah, well, she used to have blonde hair and used to have, like, mind transfer jutsu.
Wrong Eno.
I remember I saw Ino's name being introduced. I'm like, oh my god, it's Ino from Naruto. What happened to her?
Yeah, what is her BA cyber?
Handy dandy.
Handy dandy notebook.
Nope, no cook.
Look, I can hear audio,
It does not
alright?
mean high definition. It means handy dandy.
Friend can also finally hear audio and also hear her full voice.
You want me?
Yeah.
But there's
He was
something.
like, oh wow, this is how they sound like.
Oh my god, so this is the game.
So this is what they sound like, even though I've been looking through the VOD, so...
Yeah, but you've been skimming through it. It doesn't count.
I still hear them, my dude.
But you don't watch the whole thing.
Yes, I do. I watch the whole thing.
Actually,
I skim through the slog.
This is actually good for me to be able to gauge as to how high the volume is for the game now on stream. That's actually pretty good. Filling HD ether cylinders plus. Collecting a certain amount of high ether from ether spheres will award you with filled HD cylinders. I can't read. Anyways, you can only harvest an ether sphere once all the enemies in the vicinity has been killed. The enemies you'll need to defeat will be marked with an icon. Once the enemies are down, suck up the thing with your ether sphere and call it a day.
I don't know who the BA is. Her name is... It's very close to her actual character name. Her name is Ina Marie Smith.
It's just funny.
Don't know that voice actor.
Oh my god, a friggin' farming simulator. Damn it. Thought we were done with these
Oh, yeah.
farming RPGs.
Wait,
No.
didn't they like show off? Not show off, but like tell us about the new update during the the farming simulated direct?
I hope
Oh
not.
fuck!
Oh my
I
god.
did.
Are you serious?
It did fit in.
Gatorade. Also, what were you gonna say, Sabrina?
I hope you like certain feature from previous game.
Oh,
Which feature from previous game?
You'll wait. You'll see.
You'll wait. Okay, I'll wait.
okay.
See, it's funny too because I'm glad that we actually figured this out because that was the issue I was having with the alert bit because I noticed that Sheena couldn't hear the alerts and well I couldn't hear it. Well, actually no, you couldn't
It's
hear
either
it.
I couldn't hear it or it was just very low.
Yeah, well yeah, because it wasn't coming through at all in
Here
the
it is.
recording. So empowering Ino. Head into the main menu, character InoSwap. Oh my god, this is literally just Poppy Cutie.
You
Pie
like
on
Poppy
steroids.
Swap? Poppy Swap is back.
Oh,
I thought we were Poppy with Triton.
so
Have
Poppy.
another one?
Great. Now we have another. Man, are all the friggin' rare characters gonna just have some stupid dumb gimmick? Wait a
Here's
minute. Hold on.
InoSwap.
Wait. You're. Okay, the game's gonna make me do this. Okay, I kind of figured she was a.
It's much more simpler than Poppy Swap, but like they like it's
That
it's
blade.
InoSwap.
No swap.
That blade. It looks a little bit too similar to Poppy. Are you Poppy? Sister?
Did like
Oh, that is pretty impressive.
There's the one who's wearing Trident who doesn't have no ability.
Impossible. This is all highly irregular. What in the world are you? Really?
I'm an artificial blade.
Yep.
Where the hell's Tora?
Toru who is Usu?
Usu. I don't know who Usu
I don't
is.
know. I tried searching. He doesn't exist in Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Well then.
Before you search for it, and I did it for you.
Who's this Usu? Usu no exists. Yeah.
But there is a character named Susu in Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah. Isn't that guy that Tora doesn't remember?
I believe so. I
name
gotta
sounds
search it
familiar.
again. He's related to Tora in some way, so yeah. If they're related, yeah, that's probably why. That's probably what happened.
Well, this doesn't look like an anime girl.
No, that was Tora.
Well, I'm glad that. I mean, she has the Napon tick though, unlike
She really
Poppy.
does. It's the personality voice.
Poppy didn't have that. Poppy just had, "I'm an anime girl." Wow.
I mean, I still don't really understand it. This
I love how
Yes,
they
so-
alerted the Laura Blades here.
still. One thing's abundantly clear.
And his
Yeah,
Nia
so
just,
Susu-
just shows up and say, "Hey, what up? I know about artificial blades."
So Susu was Tora's grandfather.
Oh, okay.
So we don't know who Usu is, but maybe like if Tora had like a kid, maybe he might have named him after his grandfather in a loose way.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the only thing that makes more sense than anything else. Also, we shouldn't be fighting like any friggin' cohorts or whatever. Oh my god.
Are you an artificial blade?
No, I'm just a blade.
Oh, wow. Nice get up.
I don't know about that.
Driver.
Xenoblade 2 reference? Ooh, I can't wait for Xenoblade 1. I mean, I can't wait for the next DLC character to be referenced to Xenoblade 1. That'd be great.
I really hope so.
Yeah, it's gonna be freaking. God, what the hell was freaking Egil's friend name?
Sansa?
No, that's his enemy. What the hell?
No, they were friends before, and
No,
then
he wasn't
these
friends. No,
friends-
no. He wasn't friends with Sansa. He was friends with this Titan dude. He had a different name, but Argus, I think his name was, before he got taken over. No, Sansa's a douche. Like, he was been a douche since day one. He was-
Juju, what Joey says.
Juju, okay. Yo, speaking of Juju, what up, JoJo? Oh man, that's why I call Joey JoJo. It's not a JoJo reference, it's just Juju.
That was bad.
It wasn't meant to be good.
There's a little more to it than what you're thinking.
When you
I'm
say Zanza, it's not like saying Santa.
gonna hop off right now. I'll probably be back, but I don't know.
Alright, that's fine. Thank you for helping us figure out the thing. I just
Yeah,
hope that it's
no
also.
problem.
I just hope that's in the recording, because if it's not, well, shit.
Well,
I'll be like, thanks, Sabrina. Not in the recording. Fuck you, Sabrina.
I mean, just download the Twitch VOD.
No. What's wrong
I mean,
with
it's
you?
better than nothing.
No, it's terrible quality, bro.
oh,
don't know
you
what to tell
have
you.
to. Taste.
It's fine. I think no, because I've tested this out with the alert thing. It came through with in the recording, so it's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm gonna hop off right now. Just so yeah. Bye.
Ladies,
I don't know.
Wow, one of the most
I don't
awkward
know.
buys ever. It's like
I'm an
eh.
awkward person. What can I say?
Well, I'm going out with an awkward person. So,
Hi.
anyways, later, Sabrina.
Yeah.
Later. Before Joey becomes someone standing Joey Jojo Nick into the 5th dimension.
I mean, if Joey was my stand, he'd be a badass stand, because all he'll do is friggin' make jokes, and then the enemy will just blow up. Oh my god, you can hear audio, bro.
I know, my dude.
It's like the second standing of stuff.
Second standing of stuff. Okay, cool. That's
Dude,
how
it would have
stands
been
work. Yeah.
it would have been so cool for you to listen to like all the audios to all the games that we played.
I know. Now we can do that now.
That means we can play game.
I kind of wish that happened during the Bug Fable thing because I love hearing the music of that.
Yeah, that would have
Ino.
been great. Ino Yamanaka has joined the party.
That's Noah, of course.
Well, I mean, obviously, it's in the cutscene. Nalponic Champion. Roll Defender. Gains perks by evading attacks, rewarding skillfully. Use of evasion arts. Also becomes stronger after getting KO'd. That doesn't make any sense.
Joey says also, I'm not going to stick around for a whole lot. I haven't played this yet. That is totally
That is
fine,
totally
Joey.
fine, my dude. I actually thought you
Yeah.
played this part already. Guess not. Anyways, now you can actually do the dialogue.
Just remember, Master Pawn. There was a important thing that Eno was forgetting.
Can't read. What is it, you know?
It had to do with HD Ether Cylinder Plus that Eno gave to Master Pawn. According to Grandmaster Pawn, Cylinder can steal yet more hidden power.
Really? Getting our Nalpon's worth out of this one, eh?
Yes, to release true power, however, it needs further level of upgrade. And what happens once we release it? Only good things, and many. We're able to back backs of high ether and make Eno whole lot stronger.
In other words, it would improve the cylinder's technical specifications, I see.
So anyway, Eno wanted to ask Master Pawn to also help improve Cylinder and Parallel while looking for ether spheres.
Right, sure thing, you know. How do we go about doing that, then?
HD's Ether Cylinder Plus is a highly specialized product made with proprietary non-pawn technology. Therefore, our best bet is to request revamp a certified Nalpon technician.
Well, Riku's right here. Riku already got wings full with blade, and Jen meant maintenance, so would like to pass buck on this one.
Well,
Oh, so that's your excuse. Sure, pal, if you say so.
what other Nalpon connections do we have?
Tatsu? No, Tatsu doesn't.
How about
Tatsu's
those
dead.
caravan Nalpon we helped out before?
An ardent suggestion. Yo, they may yet remain nearby. But guys, we already beaten the game already. This is kind of pointless.
Roger Wilco says Eno.
Oh my gosh, he said Roger Wilco. I know that reference. That's a reference to stuff. Going full HD. We're going turbo.
Whoa.
Once harvest ether will disappear, but they'll reappear in the same spot once enough time has passed. Note that the yield will decrease after initial harvest. Of course. Sunny churros. Okay, well those are food, but
Cheerio!
When the party assists, blah blah blah. You can improve the ether thing. Using improved ether allows you to obtain more high ether from each ether person. Alright, now we got that out of the way. Now it's time to go ahead and go to the other thing in the game.
Yeah, this would have helped in Tales of Vesperia and not Platinum, Arceus for the shiny jingle. Oh yeah, it would have definitely helped a bit.
Yeah.
Hey, better late than never.
That is very true. Better late than never, because
Yeah.
this is going to save a lot of time for when we actually play any other... What was he doing?
I have
Just
no idea.
twirling around. Okay, whatever, dude.
Like, they're just doing their own little thing, my dude.
No, they need to stop doing their own little thing, because their own little thing is not cool.
At least you now have it for Scarlet Violet. That is true, but
yeah, we wouldn't.
We don't need to.
Oh no! It still works because I can be able to hear my audio, so I'll be able to hear on my end rather than having to listen through the TV. So yeah, it does work for
Well, I mean, like
Hanson.
it wouldn't matter if you do share screen it because I won't be, focusing on my end.
Well, yeah, I know. I wouldn't be share screening anyways.
Yeah.
Hey, let me see as well.
Also,
Oh,
yeah, you
shinies
kinda...
are back for Scarlet Violet. Oh.
Oh, good. I can't wait to get none of them.
I mean, that is a good point. I mean, I could probably do that from my end as well.
Yeah, you just have to put it on monitor thing. That's it. It's in advanced properties. I knew because it's funny too because I searched that up for the alert thing at one point. I was like, oh, why can't I hear this stuff? Welcome back to Xenoblade 2.
I did hear about one thing about this, but it's just a minor little thing.
Wow, the Nalpon's voice actor?
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
you do know.
Yeah, it's Shulk.
Ah.
And people pointed out that Shulk Adam Howard has now played a god in every freaking video game.
I mean, I heard that. Like, it sounds like him, but in Nalpon style.
Not merely Nopon. Went through endless training in many times and places, become sagest of sages. Nopon Archsage.
Archsage?
You said you'd been anticipating.
At least there's voice acting in this one and in 2. 1 doesn't even have it.
What is this place?
Oh.
Because they just
That's actually kinda...
no, because they shoehorned it in the game. That's why it's in definitive edition. But the problem is that it's so random in definitive edition. It has like zero
So it's
correlation
just
as to why it's in
text,
it.
then.
Yeah, it's just text. It's just there.
It's kind of anticlimactic.
It really was when I played it. I was like, oh, okay, that's it.
Archsage bear no ill will, but simply want to observe.
I can't believe it. Shulk went to go save the world, and he became a god in Xenoblade 2.
He
and then
reincarnated to a
became a
Nalpon.
He got reincarnated. So that's what happened to him at the end of Xenoblade 2. He
Yeah,
became a
he got
Nalpon.
reincarnated to a Nalpon, a cute little Nalpon.
Oh, it's fighting. We haven't missed a day of
At least we got something than nothing, to be honest. Yeah, true.
News.
So
Archsage
adorable.
the result of it.
And so naked.
He's very naked.
He has no clothes on.
Look, man, when you do reincarnation, I guess you just end up being naked.
I mean, hey, you get reincarnated as an Nalpon. Might as well just go commando, you know what I mean?
Looks like we've been rewarded. It might
It doesn't matter, no one would judge you if you're a Nalpon.
out these trials.
I will.
We could have a stab.
Don't shame the isekai nudist.
How's it isekai? He belongs here.
Then please, allow Archsage to issue suitably
Oh,
grandiose...
he's shaking his
Oh,
butt.
fish.
It's time for challenge battles to commence!
Oh,
Alright.
yeah. Oh,
Challenge
yeah.
battles.
I already know how the challenge works. I ain't stupid. I played this before. There are 3 core differences between challenge battles and normal ones. 1, the time of day will not change during challenge battles. 2, you cannot use auto battle. 3, the instant KO effect will not work on enemies when tackling the challenge on hard. The following will also differ. The invincible buff will have no effect. Complete challenges reward you with Nopon stones, and the amount would differ based on the rank, difficulty, and certain special conditions being met during the battle. There's also a chance for challenges to be designated as bonus challenges, awarding more Nopon stones than usual. Up to 5 challenges receive this designated once. Additionally, achieving a certain rank in the challenge for the first time will reward special items at the first time reward.
Hope the Nopon does the thing. What thing?
Archsage, come up with new challenge!
Yep, he said it. He said the thing. Is that the thing?
What's the
I
thing?
don't know if that's the thing. Archsage has come up with new challenges. Is that not the thing? I don't know.
Archsage just come up with a new challenge. I
Come
don't
up with a
know.
new recipe. God damn it.
Oh, okay. Shulk Nopon, calm down.
Okay, do we have challenge unlocked at chapter 7 and once machine assassin is ascended? Okay, so that has to be a quest that you have to complete. 'Cause I was gonna say we're already at chapter 7. Boy. Heroes Frontline. Ooh, is this one where you fight Shulk in them?
Oh, you're with that alliance. I'm really feeling it.
No. Oh, you can actually fight N and M together. That doesn't sound
Oh.
fun.
That sounds
Primate-
like fun to me. What are you talking about?
In this challenge, new waves will begin over time when one enemy remains. The 4 divas. What is that? You
4
fighting just
divas.
the? Is that you just fighting the? All right, what's hero frontline? I'm curious. I know it's like maximum stars. I know we're gonna
You're
die.
gonna get your butt whooped. You probably
Because-
should level up again.
Sorry, too late. We're already in here.
I know, but I mean, when you exit out, you probably
Look,
should go
I
back
want
to
to
your normal
see
level.
if they have the challenge to be able to fight Shulk in them. That's not Shulk in them.
Who the heck are you guys?
Level 110 enemies is what they are.
Oh my god! You know what's weird? Because I can't even see the level because of the thing blocking the way. So I'm like, it's a mystery.
Wait, I got revived and
No,
died
no, I
again.
see it on the screen. Wow.
You failed.
Yeah, I feel cheated. You're facing OP nobodies.
I thought that was Shulk in them. Did they not have a challenge mode for Shulk in them? Come on, you guys are missing out.
I wonder if there's like a challenge where we actually face the original Ouroboros folks.
Original Ouroboros? What do you mean?
The statue dudes in the city.
You know, I wish that was the case, but I don't really even see that anywhere. It doesn't really look like they unlocked anything else. I think this is it.
I wonder if you do these, maybe they'll unlock maybe like another one, or maybe like with the more DLCs coming up, maybe they'll have more challenges. I don't know.
That I can believe because that
Yeah.
is what they did for 2. Because
Okay.
when when more DLC came out, they added more challenge modes. So that I can believe. The them adding stuff as you progress, not so much. But you can get the swimwears if you want, so that way you can see their sexy outfits.
Vampiric Rush, Ocean Day Parade. Yeah, there is more. There's question mark.
Well, yeah, there's like a total of like all the way up to like level 99. Which we are not, because we are
Nope.
poop.
You need to
Anyways,
grind
get outta
on
here.
screen for that.
Actually, before we
Land.
before we go ahead and do that, oh damn it, I can't fall to my death.
Oh,
well.
darn.
I heard that they changed it and they made it better. Let's go find a
Wait.
cliff. Let's go fall off to our deaths.
Wait, did they actually fix something with all that?
Yeah, they changed it so they actually fall instead of getting like friggin' Shoryuken by
Do
random
they
invisible Ryu.
Sure you can.
Yeah, what?
Oh, I
That's what
kinda like-
happened.
I kind of like the Shoryuken.
No, that was awkward. It's like they just
No,
got
that's funny because like you conk a invisible wall.
No, it looked awkward, man.
I
And
find
you
it
know
funny, man.
And you knew it was awkward.
Nah, I find it funny than awkward.
I didn't find it funny. Anyways, where's the cliff that I can keel off
That's
of?
also ground. You gotta go a little bit further.
You think it would be very easy to find death? There's like nothing here. The dead body over there. There's a fight going on over there.
No,
There's a
like
little
I
devil over
heard
there.
that like in my headphones. Like I heard like the sound of it on my left side. Yep.
Oh, okay. No, they still get Shoryuken. They just scream now. All right. We got some screams now. They
No,
actually
anyway.
have some emotion.
I mean, they still get Shoryuken, but hey, screams.
Yeah, Joey actually said that oh man, they made the game better now. Now all they need to do is just change the monkey's level.
Dude, that was like a Shulk like scream right there.
Alright, now that we have the food, now we need to go ahead and leveling up. Nay, now you can hear the girl with the gall now.
I mean, even though I already heard it in the VODs, I already know.
I know, but now you get to hear it for real.
I mean, you know, just, you know, a little bit enough. Like, the volume's kind of low for my end, but it's fine. I can still hear the game regardless.
Well, I don't want to make it too high.
I know, that's fine. You don't need it too loud.
It's gotta help so I can be able to end up mentioning things that ends up happening on screen.
Yeah.
Now it's no longer I can't hear song.
Nope, I can't hear anything.
The only time you might as well be able to listen to music is only if it's a game that we're not playing full series.
Yeah, like it's either if we're screen sharing or we're just playing like a multiplayer game.
Yep. Which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Once again, I'm still looking forward to Mario Party 1 and 2, so yeah.
I'm looking forward to setting it up and then realizing that it was a mistake.
Dude, it's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah.
New DLC feature screams.
You missed the girl with the goal.
Did she say it?
Yep, she said it. You missed it.
Oh, well, like I said, to be fair, it's a little bit low, so it's kind of hard for me to actually catch what they're saying. Like, I hear sound, but sometimes I can't really catch what they're saying.
But you still missed the girl with the goal.
That's fine. Look, dude, I missed other sayings earlier today. Twice, mind you.
Goal.
Made a title for it to be said in the direct guy's voice. New DLC feature. I can't read the rest of the title. Because, you know. Oh no, I can hover over it. New DLC feature. Scream to your death. Look, I'm not the direct guy.
You tried. That's all that matters.
Look, I can only do a young voice.
And Bowser Jr.
Yes, definitely Bowser Jr.
A young voice and Bowser Jr.
Oh yeah. Occasionally squeaky voices.
At least she's level 10 already, so you don't have to actually level her all the way up.
She's level 10 already?
Yeah. Good.
Dang.
Actually, no, she's ranked 10 already. No, she's only
Oh.
no, she's level 20.
No,
just
she's
like all
level
of us.
20.
Yeah, just like all of us.
Oh, well there you go.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember how the hell you switch characters in this game.
Have fun!
This is how you switch.
I'll come with you, and we will build the future.
And because I'm lazy, I really, really don't feel like doing this. I'm just gonna do this. Hope the game put the right stuff for you. If they did, oh well.
Sure.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
A-okay here.
What is that weapon that you're wielding? Or whose weapon is that?
Melia.
Oh, that's Melia's. Oh. I don't know why, the wings kind of remind me of that one Overwatch character. Percy, yeah, her.
See.
Yeah, the wings just kind of remind me of her wings.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
Alright, I was hoping to hear the girl with the gall.
No. Too late. That was your last chance.
Oh.
Alright, I guess since the reason why Lance is actually in his
Triad.
in his Power Ranger form is mainly because I was actually beating up one thing because I didn't bother to beat up anything
I mean,
else.
to be honest, like, actually, yeah, because I don't remember him wearing that outfit. I'm like, I thought we had, like, our OG outfit when we defeated the final boss.
We did. Now we're gonna go ahead and wait a bit before we do everybody else's stuff. We're gonna go ahead
That's fine.
and spend some little time beating up some unico enemies.
Ooh, because we can do that now. At least I hope.
Yeah. Like, I know where the hell they are, because I actually do not know where they exist and where the unique enemies roam. All I know is that they all have gold symbols on them, and that is the indicator of them being unique. And that's it. That's all I know. But overall, hope everybody's doing a good job. And
Yeah.
good. Oh, that's a good job. Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing a good job.
Hope you did a good job today, whatever it is that you done.
Yep. Hey, now you can hear the Naruto song.
The Naruto song. Yeah.
Naruto song. So,
Recognition's always appreciated no matter how random it is.
yep. Put it this way. You can't have me without random.
Can't have randomness without me.
Nah, I can't have random without you. It's fine.
Oh. I'm always random though.
Yes, you are. Giant fish.
Do a flip.
I mean, they can't do a flip. They can do a flip in midair, which makes no sense to me.
I did see that. Like, I did see that for like a split second. Like when I looked away, I'm like, did that thing do a flip?
Did that thing do a flip? It's doing a flip. How dare it?
I wanted to see the flip.
No flip for you.
It's too bad that you can't do a backflip in this game.
Why would you want to do a backflip?
Do a flip.
But why?
I don't know, dodge out of danger.
I mean, I could get punched backwards if that's any sort of consolidation.
Do a flip means get hit.
Exactly. That'd be so weird. Also, reach the. I guess we can kind of put the can't put the. Thank you. Hide that. You don't really need to look at that anymore. We've already beaten the game. There's like 0 point of going back to being the final boss ever.
Like, go to the final area. I'm like, no.
It's like, no, I don't feel like it.
That takes forever to get through. I'm like, no, I'm good. Because I don't think we want to make people cry again.
It's also one of the longest final bosses in the series.
Dude, I'm like it's a good, ending, but man, no.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Girl with the gall.
Hey! Like, I know it's a lie when Noah says, I can't do this without you, Senna, or something like that.
I'm the girl with the gall. It's like, why?
I'm the
Ooh.
girl with the gall.
Look at the Elden Ring item pickup.
Pretty butterflies, or whatever they are. I like butterflies.
They're flies?
I don't know, from far away they look like butterflies.
Oh, now I can actually screen share them without any friggin' issues anymore. Screw you, Elgato. Your program is closed forever.
And then you can, like, say, oh, listen to the song. I'm like, I shall listen to the song. You gotta shut up so I can listen to it.
Actually, now that I think about it, that ends up basically making a thing that I want to do with you a lot easier now.
Looks like a pretty
Thing?
rare specimen.
Yes. Thing.
Thing.
Oh man, I wonder what's over there.
Have we gone over there?
Yes, we have. That's where the final area is located.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, it's not that big swirly cloud, also a random body.
Why did you die to, dude? There's like nothing here.
Maybe he got hit by this giant boulder.
Jeez, what a way to die.
Like, someone probably threw a boulder and he just kind of got cocked in the head with it.
There's like nothing here. What?
I mean, what do you mean there's nothing? There was a ton of monster, my dude.
How did you die from the monsters and not even surrounding him?
I don't know, maybe it's hot here? Maybe
I mean,
died
well, that's what you get for having all of that on, I guess.
Because I'm pretty sure that swirly cloud wasn't really active with all the rest stuff.
Well, yeah, that swirly cloud only shows up once you've entered the final area.
Yeah, he died of starvation, maybe. Maybe, I mean, yeah, there's also monsters around, so maybe he got beaten up by a monster and just decided to, like, die there.
Or maybe he just sucks.
Speaking of which, it's another body.
Yes, there is. Now I know what this one died to. It died to the fish.
That one died to the big gapping fish.
Gapping? Don't you mean gaping?
Gaping. Gal, gall, gaping, gapping.
Words. They all make no sense.
Lido, Lotto.
Oh man, that would have made the Chrono Cross playthrough a lot better. Damn it.
It's fine.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, cylinder.
Ooh.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just running around.
I know. I have no idea what you're doing either.
Oh, good. If you have no idea what I'm doing, then what
Dude,
am
like-
I doing?
Like, I don't know what else there is to this update. It's like, we got the hero thing, and there was a challenge, but you might as well do that off screen if on your own time.
Yeah, you already know how the challenges go. I mean, we might just do it, but I'm just trying to look for, like, a lot of other things.
Another
that I
body.
wasn't
There's a
able
lot
to
of bodies
explore.
here.
There's God of War down there.
Carnivore?
Yeah.
Are we playing Mun?
Sure. How
I mean, we will
Pokemon-
soon.
You know how Pokemon is.
I mean, not really. I don't know how the new stuff is now.
Oh man, you're gonna have. Wait.
Dude, I'm only familiar with the oldies and how the logic works. Now there's like lots of new stuff introduced. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. What's with that giant worm?
You'll be fine.
Ooh, that felt weird in my ears.
What?
I heard the sand, like the monster coming out of the sand, but it was coming out of my right ear. I'm like, oh, I mean, I get it because the camera was panned like away, so it was on my right side. Same with the gate, so I heard this monster popping up from the sand on my right ear, and I'm like, ooh, I'm the girl with the gall.
Oh good, you did hear it.
So hey, Blast.
Yo, what up?
You'll be fine seeing SV looks to be going back to basics while evolving the series. I mean, I'll be fine regardless. Like I said, it'll be very casual. Like there'll be some new things here and there. But other than that, like I'm just gonna be very casual.
Also, Sonic and Kirby are the same. Changed my mind.
I mean, I don't consider it to be the same, but sure.
They have the same issues. They always do the same thing.
Okay, there you go. I was saying, like, they're not the same. One's a pop ball, one's a hedgehog.
He curls up as a ball.
Sorry, I was trying to wait for the line again.
Not gonna say it all the time, gee.
What does Kirby look like when he eats Sonic? Look at Smash Brothers. That's all I can tell you. He just has the little, I forgot what you call those, quills?
Yeah, quills.
Yeah, quills on his head, yeah.
I'd say we were moving in sync, right, Tyon?
I don't say anything.
Wait, yeah, I heard those niggas though, and they ain't that right, Tyon? Well, don't leave
Right,
me hanging,
Tyon?
Tyon. Right, Tyon?
Tyon?
It's the Pappy meme. Blast that as a Sonic fan. I was going to say, what the heck?
Well, okay, to make context,
Game concept.
game wise, both Sonic Forces and Kirby Star Allies are very mediocre games. And Sonic
But their next
Frontiers,
game
and
is-
yeah, like Sonic Frontiers and Kirby and the Forgotten Land are basically shaping to be both good for their series.
Yeah.
Kirby being its first time being in
Although
Ultra.
Kirby series is, I guess, in a way more positive than Sonic's, in my opinion.
Sonic is basically just up and down roller coaster fun these days.
Yeah, Kirby has been pretty steady for the most part. Up
Even
until
though-
like Star Allies.
And the reason why I also say that is because Kirby unfortunately did the 4 games with the same gimmick 3-4 times, while Sonic had the boost formula for like any of times.
I'm good. I hope Sonic Frontiers is good. I mean, we shall see. Also, be doing good, Bless. Be doing pretty good.
I did not watch the Johnny trip to Hawaii video because I'm basically waiting until I actually play the game.
Also, hope you're doing well, Bless. Also, I'm glad Kirby the Forgotten Land saved the series. I was pretty confident when I first saw Forgotten Land. I'm like, this is fine. This be much better than Star Allies.
If they would have done the same gimmick, it probably would not have sold well.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, guys, you need something else. Like, I get it, it's interesting, but when you've done it like 4 times, it's kind of bad.
Like, there was really nothing different in Kirby Star Allies when it comes to, like, quote-unquote new gimmicks. The only new gimmick is you got is just making friends with your enemies, but that's it.
Which is not really much of new anyways, because you did that in Superstar.
Yeah, it's not really that new. Like, except with Superstar, you just kind of, like, take the ability, and then you just press the other button to kind of, like, turn them into your friends. So it's kind of...
Even though that was kind
not,
of
it's new, but not new.
Yeah, like, the unfortunate thing is that that feature was already done already. So the fact that, you know, Star Allies decided to do it kind of was like, oh, okay, the only difference is you can have 4 people instead of just 1.
I wonder if Return to Dreamland Deluxe will be successful. I mean, the fact that Return to Dreamland was pretty good. I mean, I don't know how the sales went for the original, but I feel like that game will do just fine. Because then a lot of people will have access to the game.
Yeah, and I feel that since it also is kind of like a remastered and doesn't like look like it's a remake and doesn't look the same, I think it'll probably do relatively fine. Yeah, I know it's like it's doing the same gimmick, but who knows?
There's a lot more new stuff to it from what I seen, like from the trailer stuff. I'm like, oh, I don't recognize that. I don't recognize this.
You just can't play online.
Which is unfortunate, but
a bit of a shame.
But also, Return to Dreamland, I feel is the fan favorite for most of the people in the community because people really love Magolor. So, well, more so love hate Magolor, but you know, it's more so they like for what Magolor is.
Yeah,
I mean, for reasons.
Like he's no Queen Sectonia. Badass name, Sectonia.
I mean, that is actually a pretty cool name. I mean, even her design. I'm like, yo, yeah, her theme. Her theme is pretty good.
Queen Sectonia. Seriously, it's like a friggin' final boss.
But Queen Sectonia and Zeratul, like, and Drosser are some of my favorite final bosses.
I'm glad you like Drossia, considering they basically used the soul variation of all the bosses to reference her every time.
Is she the Star of the Souls, or was it Mark?
Yes.
No,
Drossia was the very first soul boss.
Okay, I'm thinking of Superstar Ultra then.
Yeah, Superstar Ultra in
Oh yeah, technically Drossia was the first soul-like boss.
The first canon soul-like boss, mind you.
Yeah.
The second soul boss, that's canon is in Forgotten Land.
Yeah. I do like how they're introducing more of the Souls boss now, so I like that. Like, they can be hard as heck, but I do like, how they have, like, another fight alongside it.
Well, they kind of have to, considering, like, ever since they introduced the first one, they kind of just kept doing that in remakes.
I mean, they could have stopped with Drosy right there, but they're like, you know, let's try and make more Eldritch-looking bosses. How about that?
They had like so many bosses, so they could have just started just combining them.
Just one of the great things about, like, you know, those soul bosses is that they do reference, like, other attacks from other previous bosses, and I do love that. I mean, that's one thing that I do really love about the Kirby series, that they love to reference the classics a lot. If not other games. And then, not only that, it's just, you know, like on the cover, it's just a cute little football, but once you play more of the game, it just goes to, like, this eldritch-looking final boss. I'm like, hello. I love that contrast.
They keep doing it all the time.
It's like people new to the series, like, oh boy, pink football. Get to the final boss. What the hell is this?
I am Demon God who will devour all of Satan. Cool.
Say what you will about Star Island being not the greatest game, but I do love, you know, the lore for it, especially the part with Highness just speaking so very fast.
I mean, my only issue when it comes to like Kirby nowadays is that most of the monsters can hit you like it's nobody's business. Like, that's one of the only things I can say that has never changed is that, mind you, I think it got worse in Return to Dreamlands and onwards because sometimes the bosses can be a little bit annoying. I don't like that all the bosses has like this stinking, I go into the background, you have to wait for me to do my dance before I come back spiel. It's like, it's like, I get it, but then I don't like it because you kind of doing it too much with all the bosses now. I was fine with it in Returns because it was the first time they did it, but then they kind of started doing it for like every other boss and every game. I'm like, ugh.
They made that concept a lot more pronounced in Triple Deluxe because, you know, you're playing with the background plane and the foreground plane.
And that's why Forgotten Land is better because at least that way they stay in the damn foreground and not going in the background.
I still don't mind the background thing. It's just that I just hate it in Super Kirby Clash. Or Team Kirby Clash, or whatever the game is on the Switch.
That makes sense, considering it's a time game, and the fact that there are enemies that do that is kind of dumb.
I hate, like, that time shot with that stupid frog boss was nuts. Like,
always go back to that frog.
The timer still goes when that guy's in the background. I'm like, we can't do anything. Like, you need to have a really good, reliable team for that kind of specific mission.
Well, you gotta have a...
I'm so glad that, like, I had the same team we attempted the first time, and like we were so close. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stick with this team, and hopefully none of them leave. None of them left. Maybe one person did, but we still managed to do it somehow. I'm like, oh my god, we did it! Finally, this mission is over.
Finally, I can turn off the game. I'm out.
Oh no, I'm still playing the game. Mind you, just check it every day because I still have other things to clear out.
I was gonna say, is there like anything else to do?
I mean, I think there's still one more boss I need to take care of, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Like, the rest of the stuff that I need to take care of is just like, oh, obtain all the costumes and level them up and all that, but that's basically it.
Well.
I mean, I'll stand with my favorite Kirby title being Planet Robot. I need to kind of, like, play that game again to kind of get a better opinion about it, because I just don't like the arena and the final boss, because the final boss is so long.
It's literally one of the longest final bosses in Kirby history.
Yeah. No, I do own Robobot. I do. Yeah, I have Triple Deluxe. I have Robobot. Yeah, I have those games.
We basically, weirdly enough, this is when before me and Sheena were together, we actually ran through the arena in Robobot, and
yeah,
that
prices are rising on the rise again. I think I'm done with 3DS games, really. I mean, if I see one out in the wild, game with a reasonable price, then sure. But other than that, I'm not really hunting down any other 3DS games.
Well, I got the Pokemon game that I wanted, even though I haven't beaten it yet. But I really wanted to secure Ultra Moon because I should have gotten Ultra Sun, but whatever. But I'm really glad that I did get Ultra Pokemon because that is the last game that they had on the 3DS. So I was like, might as well get that because I have all the others. Like I have Omega Ruby, I have X. So I'm like, I also have Moon, so it's like, why not just get Ultra Moon just to complete the 3DS
You're lucky you got Ultra
game?
Moon. It's rising in price now.
Yeah, I know. I got it for $40, luckily enough, for the most part. But
Nice,
I'm like,
too.
ugh. It's like, ugh, this is
Also,
disgusting.
Izuka-san, lead developer of Frontier, talks in English, saying his favorite entry is Adventure 2. Aww.
I don't want to do this, but you're in our way.
Don't go easy on them.
I think another 3DS game, which, you know, I wouldn't mind if I don't get it, but like if I see it on the one for a cheaper price, then sure. Is probably like the remake of Luigi's Mansion, just to kind of see the difference. But other than that, I'm like, I'm not really eyeing for it. But if I do see it at a reasonable price, then sure.
I mean, the only difference between that one is that Gooigi's in it. That's
I mean,
it.
yeah, that's the first introduction of Luigi.
Yeah, which is so weird. That's the first introduction. He doesn't become a mainstay character until 3.
I am looking for it, but it's very pricey. Okay. I mean, it's not like it's like, oh man, I gotta get this game. It's just that, like I said, I'm not really looking for any 3DS games at all. Like, if I see something at a reasonable price, then sure, but not really gonna go out of my way to get it.
Because I'm just that good.
Even if it is like at a reasonable price online, but like, I'd rather just see it like out in the wild.
Looks like it's
Yeah, I have the OG one as well on GameCube. So I'm really hoping they actually do add like GameCube stuff to Switch. That'll be glorious.
That's a rare one.
Why? So they can just, they're gonna just up the Switch online thing again. if
I
they do
mean,
that. Because they did
yes.
it when the N64 and the Sega one was introduced, so I bet they're gonna
Yeah,
just do it
yes,
for that
indeed.
one too.
That
It's
is
like,
true.
People really want these.
We are
GameCube
under the
games.
family plan, which is, you know, really beneficial.
Yeah, it's great having friends.
Yeah.
Because in all honesty, I'm gonna be real. If I actually did not have that family plan,
It would
I
have been annoying
not,
to pay by yourself.
I probably wouldn't even do it because that sounds like a pain in the ass to do.
And it's unfortunate too. It's just like, man, all these great stuff locked behind this stupid online subscription thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm good. You can have it, Nintendo.
Like, I'd rather pay like probably like 40, but I'm like, 40's like my limit. I'm like, okay, maybe 40, but I'm like, I still.
I know. It's like just no.
Still waiting on GBA stuff. We shall see. The GBA stuff might as well coincide with also just the regular Game Boy games. I have yet to get NSO. I may get it if it's on sale this Black Friday. We just renewed our NSO, so like not too long ago. I think 2 days ago we just renewed it. So,
It was funny.
we weren't expecting it because we thought it was in December. I was like, oh wait, now? I'm like, oh okay, sure.
Here you go.
Here you go. Could you stack NSO subs? I actually don't know if you can.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't do it. Because I don't think it would extend the yearly thing. I think once you pay for that year, I think that's it. It's like, alright, cool.
Where do all these other quests come from? Where all these other quests come from?
Well, you completed them, though. Oh,
these are like, I'll just go do them. I need to do something. I'm just running around.
Yeah, you are.
Nothing.
True. The Switch might be updated by 2024 too. To be honest, I mean, the Switch is gonna be updated no matter what.
Yeah, look what happened to the Wii U. That updated, and it didn't need to. But it did for some reason. Nobody asked for it, but it did.
But it did somehow.
It was weird.
With Nia's ears like that, I feel like she's like a lot more taller. But
Yeah,
it's just
dude.
her
Okay,
ears
okay,
taller.
good. I thought I was blind on that too, because that did felt weird. I was like,
Just
whoa, why is she
I
look
remember
bigger?
Nia being, you know, kind of one of the shorter characters, but with her ears that tall, it makes her look taller.
I mean, let me see. Almost kind of. I think she might be a little bit bigger than Mio. I don't know why I'm doing it like that, considering I can just switch to Mio. But characters don't stay still, so.
They don't. They kind of go away from you.
Just stay right there. There we go. Okay.
Oh.
No,
Camera.
stop. No, I think she's a little bit bigger because of the ears.
It's
Yeah,
the
she's,
ears
like,
that make her
slight-
taller.
It's the shoes.
I mean, that's also the same thing with us ladies, where we tend to wear like high top shorts. I forgot what they're called, but like short shorts, or at least, you know, you wear these shorts. You know, I think I don't know what they're called, high shorts, but for some reason, like, they make you look taller for some reason. But I don't like wearing those because I don't like.
Heels?
No, not high heels. Like they're like high shorts. High shorts.
What
I
the
think that's what they're
heck are
called.
high shorts?
They kind of go up to your stomach, but they're like short shorts, but they go up to your stomach, and they kind of like look like short shorts in a way, but not that short. But according to my sister, it's like those kind of shorts like kind of make you look taller. But I don't like that because I don't like showing my thighs. So yeah.
Oh, so this is what the city music sound like.
High-waisted shorts, thank you. Yeah, Blast said high-waisted short. That's what they are. Yeah, those. Thank you. But
This is what the
that's
city
just
sound
according to my
like.
sister, because she's more of the fashionista than I am. But she says that those kind of shorts make you look taller, and I'm like, I don't want to look taller. I like the way I am. And like I said, I don't like showing thighs. They look uncomfortable. Not necessarily. I have worn them before. It's just that I don't feel comfortable with them, you know, revealing my thighs and all that. Like, I'd rather wear like longer length shorts. But yeah. Not up to my knees, but it's just long enough. Speaking of which, tomorrow marks the end of a generation. Mun, Sword Shield, and BDSP will be updated, adding most online live services with ranked battles and raid events. Oh. Like, I'm more so feeling comfortable tucking in my shirt. I hate doing that. I hate tucking my shirt in.
I love school days when you had to do that.
I only had to do that, like I remember in middle school, high school, it's like we went to like a mock interview and we had to, you know, dress, you know, professionally. And gosh, I had to like tuck my shirt in. And I'm like, I hate this. I mean, I feel the same way with wearing pants that reveal my ankles. Like, a lot of designer men's suits have the ankles higher up, which rubs me off the wrong way. Ugh, I hate those. I had to have my ankles covered. Like, I used to wear bell-bottom jeans, but I hate them now because they look ugly. I usually wear like skinny jeans and all that. So yeah.
That's probably
No, I mean-
where the hell I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get over there. I don't know how to get over there.
That's fine. I'm just coming up with conversations.
That's fine, because I'm like frigging lost. And I died. Damn. Jesus Christ.
That was a cutout screen. She's like, ah!
That was a scream. Like she saw a spider or something and just
I mean,
freaked the
that's
hell
probably my
out.
reaction to a spider too.
How do you get up there? Like a door?
I'll make sure all my shorts go past my knees because I don't like having my knees be visible. I don't mind I don't mind, like, my limit is like probably like a little bit halfway over my thighs, but I don't mind showing my knees, but that's it. Me sweats knowing I used to tuck in my shirt in for high school for my uniform. I mean,
no, high school we stopped doing that.
oh, my high school was we're not that, I guess, formal.
No, you just have to wear the uniform and the pants. That was it. You do not need to tuck in your shirt because.
Well, at least yours didn't have to do that.
Yeah, I only had to do that in middle school and elementary. They stopped doing that in high school. It was like
well,
pointless.
my high school and middle school wasn't like that. It was just a basic high school.
Wasn't yours just a combination of the two, though? Like you were still in the same school regardless?
I think after I graduated, they started adding 6th graders into our high school, because we had 7th through 12th grade in my high school. Because when I went to 7th grade, that's where I went to school as that high school, but it was in like the middle school hall. I hate above the knee shorts. I mean, for men, I feel like, you guys don't like above knee shorts. I feel like that's not really the kind of look that I see a lot in men. I hate how restricted tucking my shirt feels. Dude, I feel like I'm very stiff if I tuck my shirt in. I just feel like my movement's very stiff.
It is. You can't move because you're stuck.
Okay, stop speaking. So I was fairly chubby in high school, so tucking my shirt in made me look even chubbier, which is why I started working out. I feel like certain clothing kind of makes you look bigger. Like, for me specifically, it's like certain striped shirts, like, makes me look, a little bigger. And wearing white. White is not a good color for me to wear. And yellow. Yellow, definitely not. I had a yellow shirt. I did not like it. It also depends on the cut of the shirt, like the neck part. Like, it really depends how it is. For me, it's yellow. Yellow looks ugly on me, but my parents love it. Ugh. My mom specifically tried to make me wear nicer blouses, and in her eyes, it looks nice. But in my eyes, I'm like, no, I don't like it.
I don't like this stuff. Get rid of it.
My mom and my older sister both was like, you should wear more brighter colors. I'm like, nah. Like, I have some brighter colored blouses and all that, but I hardly wear them. I probably wore them once, and that was it.
That'd just be like Sheena from freaking Tales of Symphonia, where she wears purple, and it's like, that is not a very good color for a ninja.
Like,
it's like, purple is just as bad as orange for Naruto.
I'm assuming this is for you, because I'm like, I don't think that's for me, but I think this is for you. Have you ever worn a suit before, like a suit and tie suit?
No, Sheena, have you ever worn a suit before? My name is not on there, so in all honesty, that's a universal question.
For both? For both.
Because you can wear, women can wear it too.
I've never worn a suit before.
Well, then you're missing out.
I mean, I wouldn't mind just like tying a tie.
I wore a suit.
I mean, look. To be honest, I'd rather wear a suit than a dress. In my honesty, it really depends on the dress, because I hate if I'm wearing a dress, I don't like having it too high. If it's too high, then I wear legging, because I have one dress that's a little bit kind of uncomfortable for me. Like, it's low, but I feel like, to me, it feels like it's still revealing, so I have to wear leggings underneath it.
Oh, that's why you set it up so that way it can be designed.
Well, okay, because I wore that dress to my cousin's wedding a few years back, and I like that dress. Like, I'm not a big fan of floral patterns, but it's like a dark blue color that it kind of complements it. But the thing is, I wore leggings with this, and it looks even better with it. I'm like, yeah, I like this. I don't mind wearing, dresses as long as I'm wearing leggings. Iggy. But, I mean, I wouldn't mind trying out a suit. I wouldn't mind.
And then it makes you look like you're wearing work attire, always makes you feel stiff. Interviews in a nutshell.
Well, okay. I wouldn't mind wearing, like, the work shirt, but not the work jacket. I feel like I don't mind wearing the work shirt with the tie. Like that, because I get hot easily, so I'm like, no, take off the jacket. I'd rather wear just the work shirt with the tie.
Kind of makes you wonder how the hell those friggin' office workers ends up wearing that kind of crap.
I tie though. I feel like that's kind of
You don't
comfortable.
really need a tie.
I don't know, when I wear a suit, it makes me feel like I'm cosplaying an adult. I felt the same way, but then I started wearing good brand designer suits, and I don't know why, but I got hooked. Hey, that's fine. Like, I got this maroon color suit with a 4-piece purple vest, tie, and cufflinks. Casual button down. You like Blaz? Several loud knowing I had to wear a suit daily to work now. I mean, if it's part of a job, yeah, then you had no choice but to wear it.
They have to wear a doctor suit.
Well, okay, you wear a coat, but you also wear like a suit underneath it. That's how
That
it
sounds
usually
obnoxious as hell.
like most doctors that I see, they wear a work shirt and pants, but they wear a coat over it.
That sounds obnoxious
yeah,
as
that's
hell.
basically what it is.
Man, I hope you guys got friggin' AC 24/7. That sounds like you're gonna be
I mean,
hot all day.
I feel like hospitals in general need to be cool because they need to keep certain things, in room temperature. So I feel like it's usually cool in hospitals.
I think I might need a moment to reflect.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
wait, shush! Wait! Hold on. She just said she might need a moment to reflect.
Oh?
OM Jesus!
Your Majesty, there you are. Please, it's Nia.
Oh, you can raise the volume
You
from
aren't
here.
used to it yet, do you? I'm sorry, Please forgive me. It's just... It's fine. I may have taken my teasing a step too far there. I hope what I'm about to say doesn't come out the wrong way, but... Yes? It's just... You're our queen. We believed you were the one that gave us all life, and that we'd return to you in the end. You were like this awesome being high above. None of us could even dream of talking to you. And now you're just traveling along with us and chatting like it's an everyday thing. It's just really bizarre to me somehow. Like things have been switched around. It still feels a little strange. Could it be that it just hasn't sunk in yet? I see. Well, it's the same for me. What? I'm sure I've told you this before, but please indulge me. While I was asleep in the Cloud Keep, I was getting information about what was happening in the world. So I knew long before that you were not M, but an independent being called Mio. But it was nothing more than information. I wanted to truly know you more than anyone else. But I couldn't touch you, couldn't make contact. I felt so close to you, but you were still this distant, far-off thing. It was so frustrating. But right now, you're so close, I can reach out and touch you, speak with you even. I never thought the day would come. It's a truly strange feeling. It's the same for me. Indeed. It's amazing, really, the way things worked out, don't you think? For sure. If I hadn't become Ouroboros, I'd never have had the chance to meet you, Nia. Sometimes a small pebble starts the avalanche which changes your whole future. Don't you think? No, I don't think you can put it all down to chance. Huh? What do you mean? I think we met because we were supposed to, Mio. It was meant to be. Because, to me, you're... Hey! Mio! Nia!
No, you ruined it. No, you ruined it.
Get a move on or you'll get left behind.
She was about to say the answer.
Shall we go join the others? Sure. Let's do that.
No, what were you about to say?
Yes? glad we got to talk like this. Yeah, me too. Nia.
What were you about to say?
Now we'll never know.
Oh, Nia's
Nia's
memories?
memories. I'm sorry, is this Kingdom Hearts?
Ooh.
Ooh, we should probably go find more of her memories.
Ooh.
Poggers.
Not gonna lie, this looks like a mother and daughter talking to each other. Dude, it looks like it.
I mean, considering what Mio is supposed to be sort of a reference, and also the fact that there are sort of quote-unquote born from the queen, I mean, it's not too far off.
I mean, like all the people on Nia's side might as well be all her children in some sort of way.
Oh yeah. Is it
So
weird?
it's not
You
that
betcha.
far off.
It's like, you betcha.
Like technically, I guess Nia was technically the daughter of Nia in that way. Not blood related, but you know.
You can still be related in some sort of way.
Don't get me emotionally invested in the C block me.
So there's three other memory thingies that we can go. I guess we
I'm
gotta find
curious
them.
about that quest.
Kinda makes you wonder where the hell the others are at.
That's a good point.
I wonder if... No, I know that... I wonder if you can... I wonder if you have to have, Melia to be able to get the other...
Melia's memories?
Yeah, maybe she has memories. Okay,
Yeah, maybe she has a
doesn't.
quest of her own.
I wouldn't know. You can only have just, like, 2 characters on the stinking
It'll
thing.
be a Uni and Melia thing.
Or Noah and Melia, because, let's be real...
But it's not fitting. Noah is not the high Intia person.
Yes, but Noah also will remind Melia of Shulk, so...
Oh, I mean, that is true.
It's a box!
What's in the box?
A lot of lights.
That's way too bright, my dude.
It really is. Oh yeah, we were trying to figure out a puzzle. You know,
Why is she wearing those pants?
because she's the robot character that we found back when. You know, the one where I thought that she wasn't wearing legs.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's right.
Wait. Hold on. You mean there is a ladder section here and I just completely
Wait,
just...
is there an...
Oh my
Oh,
god,
there is.
There's a ladder right there. Dude. Come on.
At least we confirm his pants. Oh, I knew his pants. It just looks weird.
Also, look how most of the party members that we've got are actually up in this piece. That's cool.
Yeah.
Got a Wamba over there. He's still alive,
I mean,
guys.
basically everybody is in the city, really.
Yeah, I like that, though. Makes sense. It's kind of like Colony 9 all over again.
There you go.
Hey, look.
Ethel.
It's the person who wears stuff. And the person is, I'm with stuff. There you go.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did unlock this door.
Yeah, after figuring out.
After many sessions
'Cause
later.
I
Oh.
could not be asked.
Otherwise, knowing me, I don't need to see Noah's size. Oh, I'm sorry, what?
Random. He said
His name's
cat.
Shiner.
Oh, well, that's a sad name. Sand, Shiner, Liner,
Hmm.
Binder, Fire.
Probably. Yeah, Noah's pretty cool looking. Okay, speaking of, I mean, this is kind of related, but people are doing the Black Adam meme, where he's kind of like diving down or flying upwards. And there was one where he's dressed as Noah, and it basically said the perspective when Noah's trying to destroy the flame clock, and it's just the dude from Black Adam.
I haven't even seen the full trailer of that.
I just see ads of it, really.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I've seen is just ads and nothing else. Like, is that movie gonna be good or is this a joke? Like, what is it?
I hear mixed or just not great.
Huh.
But I guess it's from people that have actually seen it. It was successful. It was successful? Oh, it was? Oh. Sales-wise. But what about the review for it? Like, it may be successful in sales-wise, but what about the review of it? Already made 24 million on opening day. Oh, I mean, they don't care about the reviews as long as it's making money. I always wonder about the design of those glasses. Like, you know, it's typical in anime that there's like somebody that has glasses that has swirliness in it. But why?
Because they're massive nerds.
Nerd!
As rude as this is gonna sound, they're massive nerds who ain't getting no bitches.
It's like either they have swirliness or they always have like that little shine on their glasses.
No, that shot is just basically, hey, I'm about to think of something neat. Get ready.
Not us thinking like a chibi. A business chibi. So a split from official and viewer reviews. The reviewers gave it an aggregated 45%. So they saw the movie, but they did not like it. What I'm assuming. User scores gave it an aggregated score of 91%.
Is the movie good or not?
Yeah. Well, like, is the majority of people saying it's good?
Like, you
or
just tell
bad?
me these numbers from reviewers, which, and
I'm sorry, I don't speak in pie.
It's like, what are people saying that's not those reviewers? They're kind of obligated.
Depends
to watch
on
the
if
movie.
you like the character.
All right, there we go. That's better. Or if you like The Rock.
Do you like DC comics? I don't really read.
All right,
or
well, looks
watch
like
DC
we're moving on
movies.
from
I don't
that.
really care about DC too much.
Nope.
I'm more of a
means
Marvel person.
That means I probably wouldn't even like the movie then.
I don't know, like it just feels like whenever I see like DC trailers, it just feels different from Marvel's for some reason. I feel like DC is just more serious in a way.
They are.
Like at least Marvel, like they are serious, but they do have some funny, quips here and there. It's a decent Rock movie.
I mean, he is in the movie.
Hey, yeah. He's probably thinking it must be nice to be a superhero, you know? Part of the Rock-O-Matic universe. Okay. Oh, who's that? Those are sounds. I don't get what's going on.
Apparently, I was just looking for some person, and apparently she doesn't want friends.
I don't need friends. Oh, since you had Nia in your party, now I'm gonna get confused, like, who was talking, is it Nia or Mio?
It's easy. The one with the big giant ears is not. It's never talks in these.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They're just there.
Yeah, even though Nia is a very important character, she just still is a background character in these scenes.
Now she's a background character. She's no longer important.
I'm a big fan of comic book movies. I mean, I don't read the comics, but I still enjoy the Marvel movies, even though I don't get fully of the references here and there.
I couldn't get into comic books as a kid. Kudos to people who can. I can't.
Yeah, there are good ones, but they'll never truly live up to the comics. I mean, comics are more in depth than the movies.
Well, you're very limited. You can't really go too far with the comics, or else you'll just go ahead and get people being like, "Yeah, this is what I like," and it's like, okay, then it's not really being.
That
its
same
own
goes
thing.
for manga to anime sort of deal.
Yeah, that's the other thing I can't get into either, because like manga, anime also has that same issue, just like comic movie. Well,
Yeah.
if you miss like you have some that ends up having a full adaptation of the manga and the comics, and then you have some that are not the true adaptation, and then you just have people complain about it on the internet.
Ugh. Like, I'm not an avid manga reading anymore. Like, I used to, but not anymore. I don't have the patience for that. But yeah, I think the only manga series that I read through entirely is Soul Eater. That ending is totally different from the anime. Like, the anime is still fine and all, but I kind of wish it went the manga route. Because the manga, there's so much more to it.
My mind is made up. You have my full support.
I keep forgetting Melia has the one with the wings. I'm like, I keep forgetting that that's the weapon. I'm like, oh right, hers has the wings.
Alright, now we did that. Now we figure out where the hell he's supposed to go to actually get their quest, because I actually do not know where he's supposed to find that.
Are you talking about the manga or the anime blast? I seen both. Like, mind you, the manga the manga ending, I feel like it could have been better with the ending, but at least, you know, it was more in-depth when it comes to the stuff before the ending. Oh, the manga. Yeah, the manga ending was alright. Like, I feel like it was an abrupt ending. I'm like, oh, that's it? I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, like, they resolved, like, everything, but it's just, like, it was so abrupt, like, it just came so fast. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, the anime ending was okay. Like, if I didn't read the manga, I would have said, oh, this is a really cool anime. Like, I like how they ended it. But you know, I read the manga after I watched the anime, and I'm like, oh, that's just completely different and all that. Don't remind me of the spinoff. The spinoff is. I watched the spinoff. I don't really like it. It ruined the aesthetic of what Soul Eater is. Like, not as. It's completely different.
That's why it's called Soul Eater Not. I don't know why you didn't see it in the title. It literally has not in the name.
I know, but
it's
come
literally
on.
Soul Eater Not.
Dude, I try to read the manga. I can't. I'm like, no. I try to watch the anime. I watched through it. I didn't really care about it. It felt like I was watching something completely different. Like, because what I like about Soul Eater is it has that Halloweenish, creepy aesthetic to it. Not was completely the opposite. It felt like more like, oh, there's just like 3 girls doing, you know, their typical school life stuff. I'm like, it was boring. I don't even like the main girl either. And I don't even like her because I don't like her pigtails. I'm like, cause she's just copying Mako. I'm like, why are you putting pigtails?
You think this is going to make it all better, do you?
Well, I will bear full responsibility. Otherwise, well, there is no otherwise.
What are you two bickering about?
Your Majesty, what a welcome sight to see you return.
Has a problem arisen in my absence?
No, just a trifling matter, really.
Actually, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands, Your Majesty.
Hey, mind your...
We have to report the facts as they are. How much longer are you going to leave this hanging, eh?
What's the problem?
A couple of days ago, we had a small run-in with our Agnian opposites. Isel took care of them, but things got out of hand a little bit.
Out of hand, nothing. They insulted Her Majesty's honor. I'm spitting feathers.
But we'd no reason to fight. You were the one who earned their ire.
Did they come to any harm? You hurt them?
I only intended to scare them, but then they resisted.
So you sought to defeat them?
No, nothing of the sort. They had no flame clocks, so I would never...
The presence of a flame clock is not what instigates a battle. The glimmerings of war are always there, within us. I imagine discovering that fact must have come as quite a shock to you.
Circumstances aside, if you've incited their wrath, I assume we haven't heard the end of this. As you say, they have since begun to rally together in opposition.
I am ashamed. Truly ashamed.
I've already lost so many of my friends. I could not bear to lose another.
Your Majesty.
I told you, did I not? You are my hope. I will speak to the Agnian Chief Retainer personally about the matter. In the meantime, cool your head. Any more unfinished business that I should know about?
Couple of house calls to make, Your Majesty. They want you at Colony 9 and the city.
Colony 9. So Xeon then? Indeed. They've asked for some urgent backup following the recent Origin attack.
And the other request is from Monica. Wants you to give her people a pep talk.
The descendants of Ouroboros. I've caused such grief for them. And for an unfathomably long time.
But now they get to speak to their real queen. I'm sure they'll be overjoyed.
Yes, perhaps. Speaking face to face with another. There's nothing quite like it.
Melia?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm going to be taking up some more of your time.
Now you can cut that out. Agnes or Kevus, soldier or queen. What difference does it make?
The future is to be created by each and every person in the world. I think you were the one who taught us that.
True enough. Your unyielding spirit gives me the strength to go on.
Sometimes when Melia smiles, I see sadness in her eyes, as if she's all alone in the world.
Well, better start making the rounds. We've got to stop by Colony 9, the city, and...
Agnes Castle, right?
Safe journey to you all.
Alright, cool. From a top
Alright.
throne. Also, interestingly enough, that's actually the same reason as to why me and Sheena actually stopped watching Fire Force.
Yeah, because there's one particular character that kind of keeps reusing the same trope for her.
Like I'm not numb to ecchi stuff, but even I can admit that
It
was
got
a bit
really
It was a
repetitive.
bit repetitive for my taste.
It felt forced. No pun intended, but it felt forced. But yeah, like we tried to watch Fire Force. I'm like, I was kind of interested because this, from the creators Soul Eater, but
I mean, it was okay.
it wasn't even the character. The
doing.
plot wasn't really. The plot was kind of meh.
The plot wasn't engaging for us in some sort
It
of way.
really wasn't.
Which is a bit of
And,
shame,
you
because I
know-
heard that it's gotten better, so...
Yeah, and I heard that it's actually connected to the Soul Eater universe, so I'm like, really?
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's one of those... I mean, maybe we'll give it a try, but... Again,
Maybe, like,
but,
once
I
it's
don't know.
done or whatever, maybe.
Yeah, we'll probably
but
just
yeah.
binge it.
Yeah.
But for right now, it was a
We're
bit of
binging
a-
Naruto.
Yeah, we're binging the Naruto. Which we're almost done with the main series.
Yeah.
Wow, how rude. Oh, wait, it's these two again. God damn it.
Oh, the one
You
that
need-
Sabrina doesn't like. For some reason.
Because they're losers.
Oh, is that really it?
I think that's the only reason why she doesn't like it, because they're losers.
At least it got better compared to Black Clover.
What happened to Black Clover?
I know the title. I don't know what it's all about though.
Wasn't that the kid with the giant ass big Goron sword? With the white hair, right?
I know he has a white hair. I do know that.
Doesn't
But
he
I
have a
don't know
big giant
what others-
sword?
So I don't know about a sword. I just know he had white hair. Did he
Okay.
wait? But does he have a giant sword? I thought
Yeah,
he had
that's
some sort of book, something. I don't know.
Wait, oh, I must be thinking of a different friggin' anime then.
I
thought
don't
he
know.
had
I don't remember the main character for Black Clover having a sword. I mean, I could be wrong. From what I hear, the current arcs weren't as good as the source material. Black Clover is basically an interesting concept with a basic plot. I've been catching up on the manga. I think it's enjoyable.
So basically, it's one of those animes where the manga is better.
A very safe series overall. Safe series? What do you mean by safe?
it basically doesn't try to do anything different. It just doesn't like.
So they're playing a safe route. I'm not trying to deter away from the manga source. It copies a lot of common tropes. Oh, well, never mind.
Oh, so it's boring.
So it's basically predictable what's gonna happen then.
Damn, that's actually kind of sad, because, I mean, mind you, animes do that a lot, but sheesh, if you're doing it that much, then that's not good.
It doesn't try anything of its own to be unique. I don't know, that's kind of boring, if you ask me. Like, I don't mind if they kept some same tropes here and there, but at least try to make it wow the people or surprising. Like, give us a plot twist, something, anything, you know, a
Kill
surprise
somebody.
factor.
Murder people.
Oh, God. It has an arc that's one-to-one to the Search for Sasuke arc. Hey, we're kind of almost done with that arc.
That's not good, because it means that you have nothing, any creativity.
That means that somebody betrayed the friend or whoever.
That's not good. That's just, yeah, because then if I'm watching the show, I'm like, oh, this is like Naruto. That's because it is.
That's a moment that's one-to-one when Alan and the Gray Man dies in season 3. Wait, what?
Wow, this anime really has like no uniqueness to itself. That's kind of upsetting.
Wow.
Anyways, bodies.
Leave a bruise. Be more gentle, Commander.
Don't expect miracles. I'm trying my best to heal you here.
Oh, that's kind of,
Here,
it's kind of stupid.
let me.
Thank you, miss. That would be great. What? You're...
That should suffice. Can you walk?
Yeah, I think so.
Queen Melia. To what do we owe the honor?
What good is a ruler if they cannot send aid to their people in times of need? I'm sorry to have
That's
kept you
right. We got Melia's contact information. We're cooler than you, Xeon.
Hey, look! Isn't that the Queen?
What? Like
Oh my God, it's Melia from Xenoblade 1.
Oh my gosh, a celebrity!
Excuse me. Origin's attack unfortunately caused a landslide near Alfeto Valley entrance. We've been treating the wounded, and also dispatched a survey team to scan the area. The thing is, we've lost contact with the survey team.
Oh wait, I noticed something. Melia and Nia's silhouette actually does not show up in the heroes thing. So these two, they actually did hide from you, so you wouldn't know that they're actually in the game. So that's actually good. That's good in the game's part, because I was actually, I didn't notice it, but until, you know, we got everybody, but I was like, oh right, they didn't show the silhouette of these two, so that's actually
That would have
pretty
been a
good.
major spoiler.
Dude, I would have been upset. I was like, oh.
Dude, I still like how that giant robot kind of blipped for a second.
I'm like, wait,
Color.
I saw that. It's like, ooh, can we glitch anybody else?
Funny too, because that was actually part of the highlight I was looking through, but that's a spoiler, so I'm like, yeah, let's not put that.
You can confirm it for yourself.
Got it. If you happen to see an Anita from the survey team, could you, tell her to give back what she owes? Because I'll be waiting here until she does.
I'll be sure to deliver the message.
Man, I'm kind of glad I can just mute the TV now.
I'm so sorry to have let
Yeah.
this pass, everyone.
The way the sound's not coming through your mic.
Oh, that means I can have this thing out as balls now.
Yeah.
I hope you find our friends.
Did you just turn it up?
No, I can't, because then I'll be turning you
Oh,
up.
okay. I thought, okay, I don't know why the volume felt like it went up, but it's fine.
Nah.
The main character even has Kurama-like character sealed inside him. Oh, man. You say that? That's legit how they advertise it here. They legit called it the next Naruto. I'm sorry, what?
Is it really the next Naruto?
It doesn't seem like it's that popular as Naruto. What's funny is the female lead is a one-on-one of the female lead of Jujutsu Kaisen, which was written before it got an anime after. That's causing controversy. Well then.
Uh-oh.
And never mind, they pull the DBZ stunt of things that take 5 to 10 episodes up to finalize. Gosh dang it.
So is this anime any good?
I think it's unfair to just point out similarities and say exactly the same. There are differences in the story. I mean, the story I'm pretty sure is different, but most animes kind of like do mimic typical tropes. Like, I feel like that's unfortunately, any anime that you watch is always going to be similar tropes to one another. Story-wise, I feel like,
look,
there's always going to
no,
be a
'cause
slight difference.
here's the thing, and this is just a me thing. Every anime has the same exact concept, gimmick, plot, whatever. It's just depending on the execution, it will be different, but it will still end up having the same exact results, no matter if it ends up having a shocking wow factor or a plot twist. It still has the same thing. That's kind of the reason as to why people end up joking around like, oh my god, this is an isekai. Oh my god, this is an isekai. It's like, every anime ends up having the same thing. It's only dependent on the execution of the anime that it will end up becoming different. But if your similarities are literally 1-to-1 of the same exact thing with nothing any different, then it will be a bit of a problem, and people will obviously say that there's no creativity behind it. Anyway, that's my TED talk about animes, even though I'm not an anime expert, so it's whatever.
Yeah,
so.
like every source of media always have kind of adapt something from one another.
Yeah.
It's like the same thing with, commentators. Like they start, they adapt from a person that they watched until they kind of made it into their own.
Yeah.
We'll coin a joke for the anime as it's fun for a while, but not something to stick for a while.
We must rescue them at once.
Case to understand why is Trunk and Isekai's Trunk-kun and Isekai is a joke because it's been used so much as a joke now. Oh, what?
I don't know, Trunk-kun.
Trunk-kun, okay.
I don't know, Trunk-kun.
It's all right.
Yeah, like DC and Marvel ends up copying one another either. It's just the executions are different. Like DC, like DC was like obviously DC was first, and then Marvel just has either villains or heroes that are relatively the same. It's just that their execution and their stories are just a little bit different, just to give them some sort of variety. It's like content creators; they all end up copying each other after a while, but they end up basically creating their own unique style to each other. Like, it doesn't, like, regardless, as weird as this may sound, nothing is ever unique unless you end up, from the start. It becomes unique once you end up going further and further in what you're trying to do and trying to be. Boo shakalaka! Serious talk with Go Jimmy! Ugh, God.
Yeah, exactly, Cyber.
I'd better go and try to calm him down.
So you've been joined at the hip since childhood?
Joined at the...
What's wrong with Amelia's hair?
I mean that you were...
You mean that it defies all physics?
Yeah, look at her hair. It's kind of like not flowing down. It's kind of like at an angle of like,
That's what happens when you basically end up playing with these kind of static cutscenes where nobody's barely moving.
Be sure to treasure them.
Yes, Mom. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's someone out there special to her.
Like, bless, if you find things that are different compared to other people, then that's fine.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Like you just more what's the word? Observant of that.
Yeah, you're just you're more observant than that.
Yeah.
Even if
because you're more you're an avid manga reader, so you kind of like know more of the manga sources and all that.
Yeah. Obviously, people here are not discrediting you for finding
No.
similarities. Like, nobody's doing that.
In which case,
Someone call for heavy lifters?
Yeah. We'll clear this out in no time.
Okay, so apparently, Splatoon is having a update
you're in safe hands.
that will promise to improve to data transfer between players, changes to Splatfest and multiplayer, and support for new amiibos. A huge amount of fixes are planned too. Get 12 months for the price of 10. Oh, that's a whole different thing.
So they're changing the Splatfest thing.
I don't know, didn't they say that last time? It is still shit.
Well, I think they did that for the previous Splatfest, or previous time, where they try to improve on the, I guess the rate of when you'll get the tricolor thing, or at least no, it's more so the,
We're well aware.
the defending side, but I don't even know how that worked. But they just kind of decreased the amount of the amount of time that you can play the tricolor thing. I'm like, that doesn't really help much.
Also, I don't remember Melia being a healer, but alright, whatever. So real fast, added support for Inkling Yellow and Octoling Blue Small Fry Amiibo. Made improvements to data transfer between players. On average, data will be transferred for 0.5 seconds. More quickly, 0.05 seconds more quickly than before. Users can expect to see a reduction in time it takes from a player being dealt damage to them being defeated, the time it takes from touching a golden egg to actually picking it up, and other similarities. Cool. These improvements cannot fully compensate for a slow and unreliable connection. Changes in multiplayer, specific for some of the sub-weapons. Fizzy Bomb increases the time it takes for ink to start recovering after using a Fizzy Bomb by about 0.25 seconds. Oh, that sucks. Points required for some weapon specials have been changed. The Flangza roller, it was 200, now it's just went. The slasher machine, the Flangza roller, and the Reef Lux 450 has went up by 10 points. That's really it.
Wait, the Reflux?
Yeah, just by 10 points. That's about it. It was 200 before, but now it's just 210 for all of them. Changes to Splatfest. Made it so that when players from each team appear during Open and Pro Splatfest battles, each team affiliation is also displayed, making it easy to know which Splatfest team they're on. Made it possible to report fresh, hand-drawn pictures that appear in the sky. Other changes. Information like the name of the correct mode and progress through a challenge will now be displayed by opening a lobby. When playing alone, immediately after choosing keep going or change gear, then go, the player can now use the button in the lobby or Grisco to cancel matchmaking depending on the game mode selected. Oh god. In the lobby or Grisco, when the player can select OK or yeah when joining a friend, a sound effect will now play and the controller will vibrate to notify the player. I thought I did that already. Improve the efficiency of matchmaking for Anarchy Battles Open, Anarchy Battles Series, Splatfest Battles Open, and Tricolor. These changes mean that a pair of players joining an Anarchy Open or Splatfest Open can expect shorter wait times. But we can never. Oh no, it was Open, not Series. Wait, we can never join for friggin'. Oh, that's for matchmaking. No, that's for matchmaking. Never mind. This update focuses on adjusted. Fix players' controls. Fix an issue when another player's movement were unable to reproduce smoothly due to terrain. Fix an issue where super jumping, this and that. There's a bunch of other stuff. You guys can read it. Just look up the thing and have fun with that, I guess.
Also, have a good one, Cyber.
Yeah, later, my dude.
And good luck as well with, what you're going through.
You got it. You got the power to survive.
Stay clean and all that.
Stay clean, stay fresh, stay cool.
Stay off the hook.
Yeah, and stay cook. I don't know. Stay cook, stay fresh, stay frosty.
It's like stay fresh, stay off the hook, and then Deepcut's like, see you later.
See you later, nerd.
I'm like, oh, you guys don't have like some sort of fancy little outro? Nope. Catch you later.
Just bye. You bunch of losers. Alright, so I guess what we'll do is I'll do the thing where I'll end up interchanging between the game rather than just sticking to one game like I did before. So Bloodstained tomorrow. Woo!
Woo!
We'll be able to finish the game.
Sound.
Yeah, with sound. I mean, mind you guys been hearing sound left and right, so it's not.
But for me.
But for
and you.
And me.
To me, to you.
To you, to me. It's a slow ass walk.
I know, right?
Welcome back. We're glad to see you safe, Your Majesty.
Oh God, you're a fan.
The landslide, the situation remains precarious. It is vital that we remove the remaining rocks upon the slope in the coming days. You shall have the castle's aid, of course. But your own assistance in this matter would also be most appreciated.
Oh, we'd be glad to help. Never want to have to go through this again.
But if we hadn't, we'd never have got to meet Queen Melia. I don't regret it, because I learned today that we weren't forsaken.
Forsaken?
The only time we normally ever get to meet Your Majesty is at the homecoming. We've been through so many bitter times.
we've never known you to help us. Not so directly.
You make a valid point. From this moment on, I will endeavor to the best of my ability to allay your fears.
Ah, you're too kind, Your Majesty. Then, in the interest of allaying fears, there may be another matter I would like to discuss with you.
Oh yes? Speak up then.
I would like, from this moment on, to let the colony elect their commander, of their own volition. And I don't mean just for appointing a successor after death, or for the purposes of reform. If they make their voices known, then I think I would gladly relinquish my position as commander this second.
God.
What?
Talking about a voting system. Bro, no.
Uh,
Down.
Fine, whatever. Do what you want.
I was always the consul's favorite.
Democracy!
I was a mere pawn.
In my Xenoblade game?
His whims. In
also,
I
is
like
that the
it.
same voice for Melia?
terms with our new
Yes, it is.
Like voice tone, mind you?
realize
Yes.
the qualities
Oh,
of the
okay.
commander are
I thought maybe like, oh, she sounds different because she's older in this one, but I'm like, oh no, it's just the same.
You've worked so hard.
Wait, what do you mean? Is the same voice actress?
A voice tone, voice tone.
Oh, the same voice tone?
the role of a commander. It must
Well, it might be. No, I think she sounds older because she sounded. Well, actually, I think it has something to do with the voice actress because the voice actress is older.
I hope
Yeah,
you
because I don't know what,
realize
because I know her, obviously her voice tone is different in
what that
Future
figurehead
Connect.
represents, however.
But I wonder if this one's still the same from Future Connect or it just sounds much more older.
Well, the direction is better because she sounded like she was phoned in for Xenoblade to Future Connected. Mind you, for Future Connected, I kind of give a face to the fact that, you know, she hasn't
Has
played
not
Melia
voiced.
for like a long time.
Yeah.
So I can like, you know, give her a pass on that one because like you haven't voiced your character in like forever. So that's why
I
when
mean, I wish
she.
the, like, I wish the voice direction was a little bit better because she sounds way too serious, and I don't think she's that too serious type. But I don't know.
No, she is. Yeah, she is. She's always been like that. She's just more serious now because she's queen, so.
Right.
Like, Nia is more carefree, Melia is more laid back.
Penny for your thoughts, Noah.
No, it's nothing. We should get going.
And she's always been
Got some
like that.
travelling ahead of us.
That's why she's
But I
always
can
like
chalk it up
pushing.
to she, she's more mature since she's much more older now.
I'm much older now.
I am much older now. Also, it's so weird seeing Lance with a cape.
Yo, he's a hero. My
He's
hero.
Black Adam.
Ah. It's awful now.
What are we working on?
We're just gonna finish Melia's Ascension, and then after that, I'll probably just work on the other bit off screen because I have to work for Nia because Nia's next after that. Can't do Nia until we
Surely we can find a peaceful
Oh my God, they're gonna talk.
Let's talk.
Nia, this is a surprise.
Super boss.
Don't worry, I know the whole story. Oh, bloody hell. I see you are in good company.
You don't have to.
I'm serving as a bodyguard. They're assisting me with a number of other matters too.
The assistance goes both ways, actually.
It's like, damn it, now I gotta be normal.
I can't curse.
Family.
Indubitably. I have a rough grasp of our present predicament.
I like how Nia's place has the choir thing because some of her plays some of the soundtracks for Xenoblade 1 for 2 has that.
Uh-huh.
So it kind of fits.
These people belong neither to Keves nor Agnes.
To be precise, they were formerly Agnian soldiers, but now they claim to have lost their faith even in Agnes. This intense
Oh my god, they're
future
Yigas.
has driven them to want to be
So they stopped believing in anything, and now they just want to ruin things for everyone. That's awful.
God damn it, they're Twitter.
Kevin and Anna today are founded upon mutual trust and respect. At least that is the mood we try to foster. But the reality is that not all of us can readily accept these changes.
The recent outburst was just an act of passion.
Overrated instrument I hear in the background of this music.
They may gain enough momentum to pose
Which is also good that I can actually hear the goddamn music now.
So they're the
Yeah.
ones who have
Cause I
invited
couldn't
the
before, if
latest
I'm being
upgrade,
real.
take it.
We might have to prepare for the worst case scenario.
Minanabite, what make worst case so bad?
He means there could be an attack on the Queen's life.
That was the worst case.
That's one of the reasons. But we simply can't afford to leave this be. I don't believe they truly want to oppose us. Rather, they feel they are at an impasse. One cannot so easily change their way of life or how they view the world.
Perhaps I ought to assert my authority as queen after all, and
No. If you lock horns with them now, it's very possible they will shut you out completely. I would rather have you prepare to welcome them in with open arms.
that's incredibly kind of you.
So, where do we find these troublemakers?
It seems they're lying low at Hovering Reef 6.
Seriously? That's right next to the castle.
Presumably they approached under the guise of their fellow Agnian soldiers. The castle isn't on particularly high alert, so it makes sense that they wouldn't arouse too much suspicion.
Yes, as sad as it is. I hear they're pooling their forces. You'd best be on your guard.
Fear not. I am no stranger to battle. And besides, look at my entourage.
You shouldn't have to get used to this. Experience can make a person stronger, it's true, but it can't take away one's pain. That goes for queens too, you know.
The mood's turned dark all of a sudden.
I'm aware of that. Thank you, Nia.
Take care, you guys.
It's nice to see Xenoblade 1 and 2 talking among themselves.
Yeah.
And just being like, yeah, this doesn't exist.
Yeah, cameos.
I mean, I actually thought there were just gonna be nothing but cameos. I'm kind of glad they're not.
That's what I thought too. I was like, hey, we get to see them, and that's it.
I was like, ah, damn. I was like, that's it.
That's it. No smash.
For Smash talk. That.
I mean, we can't say that joke anymore. I mean, people probably still do it anyway, just for ha-has.
Cause I'm not even laughing.
I'm not laughing either. I'm like, that's not funny. Smash is over. Go home.
Go home, losers.
All right, folks. Smash is over. Go home.
But Smash.
Smash is over.
Okay, yeah, I can't be asked to figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go. Help me, game. Help me, please. Where am I supposed to go?
Where am I?
The Reef 6. It's not the map. Sorry, I'm being discombobulated.
That's fine.
No, it's not. It's not fine. Stop saying it's fine. You know it's not
But
fine.
we don't know where we're supposed to be going.
I am supposed to know. I'm the
That's fine.
that wrote these friggin' things down. That's probably like one thing I don't really like about this is that the map is like, if you're not,
I mean,
I'm not familiar with it.
Not only that, it's like it's not fully uncovered because it's just lines. Like if you really truly want to uncover, you have to like kind of sail all over the waters.
Yeah, and that's not the reef that I'm looking for. Where was the reef? I gotta go through
Sabrina says I can't hear you, but I go to the Ravas where Kevin's castle is. Wait, you can't be heard?
Wait, you can't hear us?
Alright, let me look in the stream real quick.
Ah, la, 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 la. Yes. Yes, queen. Yes! Oh, okay. Wait, what happened? Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, okay, that'll explain it. Okay, never mind. Cool. Yeah, you can come back now. Yeah, come back.
There we go.
Come back.
I'm here. Look, it takes time for me to get back on Discord.
Thank you, Sabrina's.
Even though it was just your end.
We'll take this down.
But yeah, I should like go to where you're getting lost.
This is not Sonic. That looks like I'm going from over here then. I thought the thing caused my audio to just be gone. I'm like, oh no.
That's what I thought too, and I'm like,
it's like, wait, how the hell is people hearing us then? Were they just faking all this time?
fakers.
Even Agnes's elite haven't
How
been able to
dare
move
you.
at this fastness.
I must commend Colony 11 for their tremendous achievements. In truth, I feel somewhat intimidated.
Yeah, I'm intimidated too. There's a dead body right over here.
We can't leave it like this.
That's right, Noah. You can do it, man. You got it, man. Oh, Tanya, you doing it too. And then Noah just falls off the edge.
Dude, you should have fell.
Hey, whoop.
Whee!
Alright, let's Sonic the Hedgehog our way.
Or, have them fall. That works too. Oh, you guys are actually smart.
I'm impressed. Oh yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. I actually thought I was gonna fall to my death doing this.
That would have been hilarious.
That really would not have.
Is that what I think it is?
The thing I kind of wish that the map kind of did do was like put like an icon on specific places, like where the names are located, so it'll be a little bit easier for me to know what's there and what's not there. What is fighting me?
Stuff.
I'm sorry, get my future connected going. Let's go. I think out of all the characters, though, I kind of do prefer Nia over battle style over Melia, to be honest. I don't mind the magic, but it's like, ew,
Just like, swiping things.
I like swiping things with my elemental swords. Hey, get away from that ether thing. You kind of still need it, even though I'm not really paying much attention to it.
I'll keep up the attack. Can't let you show me
Now I can hear the music. It doesn't
I
matter
know,
to
it's
me.
great, isn't it?
It's such greatness, such wow, such
Wow.
game.
That was spectacular.
And I was the MVP. You're all thinking it.
I'm reading another ether sphere.
I'm sorry, you read another ether spear in the goddamn middle
Whoa,
of nowhere. What the
geez,
hell?
my dude.
I'm says another ether spear. Yeah, all right.
Nor should you, Lance.
Whoa, got a rare dude, all right.
Yeah, doo doo.
I can finally hear that now.
Yeah, you can-
Even though I've been hearing it a lot in the VOD, so
yeah, I got a red doo doo right here.
I can hear it live now.
Such a different experience when you have the people commentating can actually hear the goddamn audio and not
Oh, yeah.
just blanks.
And me just questioning, what happened? What happened? What happened?
Yeah, I know. What's going on?
What's going on?
Agni and Autolevs.
They've hauled those things out here.
can't catch a break, can we? As Lady Nia informed us, we should expect them to be hiding in an ambush somewhere on this island.
Lady Tsunade.
I must remind you that we're
Lady
only here
Nia.
to negotiate. If possible,
Lady
let us avoid
Hokage.
combat.
Sure.
Lady
Why
Melia.
Zed wants to come at us first?
Then
Oh, his
suppress
cape
them
is
at
gone.
once.
As
We could even
No,
per
remember,
usual for Katie
yeah,
capes.
in this game, capes don't exist.
Hey,
But tie on
Katie's cape don't
scarf,
exist.
but tie on scarf, nah, that stays.
Dude, that's a fashionable scarf. I wear that.
Yeah, but it's also like dragging on the ground.
Is it dragging on the ground? I feel like he'll trip if it is.
I mean, dude, that thing looks like it can actually go in between your legs and just cause you to trip.
But we shall see how long it is if Tion's on screen.
Oh yeah, the assassin. Yeah, that was great. I love that. Tyrea is cool. Where is she, by the way? Why is she not in this game?
But who?
Tyrea.
Ah.
Learning to accept my weaknesses,
Actually, that's a good point. Where the hell is Tyrea? Why is she not in this game?
opening one's heart to others.
Why is Melia still alive, but Tyrea is not? Unless Tyrea died. Well,
Maybe she became one of those.
no,
thing.
she can't. She's the same exact.
She's full blood?
No, she's half. You have to be half.
Oh,
If you're
half.
full, if you're
Half.
full,
Okay,
you
so
turn
half.
to Telethia.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking the other way around.
Lessons to heart. That's how you came to be such a magnificent.
So yeah, what the hell is Tyrea? That's what I'm trying to say. I still don't. There's no answer for that.
Where's the fucking man?
Which is why I still believe. I believe that our last.
I am still questioning where the frick that dude was at. That Fog King was an enigma and a half.
So we got
bro.
more updates in this game, so who knows?
Not good enough.
I know, you're right.
Nothing. There was no effing Fog King. I'm disappointed in this game and its lies. Tell me that Fog King friggin' exists and it's like, oh, look at that. It's gonna be in Xenoblade 3. It's like, oh, no, it's not. We lied, bitch. And I'm like, man,
let's pocket it then.
I wanted the Fog King and I got nothing.
Also, this is a good question to ask. Should this be another highlight, or are we just ended it off with the main game?
Actually, that's a good point. I don't even know why I'm even recording this. No, just don't bother. There's no point
Okay.
keeping these. The game's already over. This is just basically showcasing DLC anyways. It's just post
Alrighty.
stuff.
So this just be a VOD then?
Yeah, it's just be normal VOD.
Yeah, like, you can still record it, but it'll just be a VOD.
Okay, that's fine. It doesn't need no highlights, no nothing. Unless something really, really stupid happens. Then you can find something. Just don't force yourself to find something, though.
Hello? Nobody at home?
You guys just kind of came out of nowhere.
Melia.
I'll handle this. My name is Melia Antiqua. I wish only to speak with you.
Speak with us? Rip us to shreds, more like, Queen of Keves?
You are the ringleader, are you? State your name.
And why should I tell you? The world I once knew is gone. They told us defeating Keves was the only way for us to be saved. It was the right thing to do, the just thing to do, and I believed it. Do you realize how many of my friends died in pursuit of that dream? You think I can just tell them, yeah, sorry guys, you died for nothing?
He's lost his cool. Maybe we should step in and deal with him. But Melia told us she'd handle this.
You ruined it! You joined forces with the Agnian Queen, and you drilled these notions into our heads! You take away our friends, then sully our reasons to live. My friends died that day, but you've killed them all over again.
You seem very mad.
That's right. We don't need a shitty world like this anyway.
Is that all?
I told you to stay where you are.
Melia!
Hi.
What are you
Where'd
trying
you
to
go?
I
You the same
disconnected.
thing.
Oh.
Why do you hesitate?
Hi.
Could attack me right now.
I was wondering where you went
I'm back.
because, like, you said something like a
Sort of.
complete sentence and then you just got kidnapped.
You are simply trying to get by in a world where nothing makes sense anymore. And that's why I'm here.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Oh, he mad. Whoa, level 80. Okay, well, I'm glad that we're actually at a decent level. Holy moly. Wait a minute, level 80. Hold up. Wait. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Holy shit. He friggin' just ended all of us.
I'll keep us safe from harm.
Well, first off, you go back to what you are. So that way that does not happen again.
You line him up, I'll knock him down.
Okay. Now let's try again.
Snuffer on our case.
That's better. Okay. There we go. Now we're just murdering you guys. There was something wrong. Try restarting it. The last dude, right? God, stop hitting me, please. Just an innocent Noah.
A welcome find.
Alright, cool. All I had to do was just change gears. Because I was like, okay, wait, buddy. First of all, we don't have like any power-ups right now.
I know all about you. You queens live longer than any of us could ever dream. You aren't like us, are you? That's how you can just sit on your thrones, toying with our lives like...
She is like us. If you hurt her, she feels pain. She bleeds all the same.
Mio,
That's why she came all this way to hear your story. She wants to know more about you. She wants to share her time with you.
Yeah, right. Our lives are like the blink of an eye to her ilk.
Just because she lives longer, it doesn't mean she's any different from you. We're all here, aren't we? We're all alive.
that's enough, Mio. I see now how you feel about all this.
Mate, have you been making that speech to the Kavesi officers too? Telling everyone that Melia is different to everyone
Hi.
else?
Hi.
You bet.
I'm back.
She's so far
Are you
up
sure?
this
Because last time you made a complete sentence twice and then got kidnapped.
Distorted here.
I don't know, it was a Discord thing. Like, at first I went to internet and it was kind of part of it, but it's fine now.
You still sound kind of weird.
I so do.
I mean, you sound fine now.
Weird. Anyways, I'm back now.
There is no way to the truth of another.
Nuts.
You cannot judge it for yourself.
So what happened?
We lost the first round, and then we changed back to our default, and then we kicked his ass.
Oh,
like he literally just murdered us. It's like, oh, okay.
Sheesh. What, this guy that we're talking to?
Yeah, mind you, it didn't help that friggin' Lance was Triton's class, which obviously has like nothing.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem.
Mio's thing was not at a high level, and Senna was also not at a high level, so yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
Everybody was just dead. I was like, okay. I know this is level 80, but I'm pretty sure we can kick this dude's ass.
Oh, 80, sheesh.
Nah, it's not that bad. We took his ads out first, which was just level 79, and then we took him down last, because to be perfectly honest, I was like, yeah, this is not happening.
Hey, quest complete.
Oh yeah. That red doo-doo right there.
Nope, didn't hear it that time. What's going on over there? Jeez.
Not my problem.
I'm out of here.
Drama? I hardly know her.
Nope.
Alright, it's time for Queen Melia to give a city pep talk. And if I'm pretty sure if the other two were anything, I'm pretty sure this will probably have the same exact thing going for it.
Probably.
Talk, go beat up some dudes, and then come back.
Yeah.
Your Majesty. Sorry to bother you. I'm sure you're rushed enough as it is. I'm here to discuss the speech you mentioned. Did I come at a bad time?
No, not at all. We've been stretching our necks every day, waiting to see if you'd turn up.
I too have been anxious to meet you. I'm sorry to have been a source of anguish for you this long.
It's all been for today. I don't consider any of it a waste. Now, on to the matter at hand. Rallying the troops. With the final battle with Mobius looming before us, we're doing our best to prepare.
We already defeated
I'm
dude.
sorry, I'm like, what? Was this quest supposed to be handled before them?
No, because I don't think you can unlock.
Oh wait, that's a good point, because Melia's
Melia's
in this scene.
Yeah, because you can't unlock Melia.
This is a post game?
Well, you know how. Yeah, well, the thing is that the final battle didn't happen yet. None of the Xenoblade games actually have a definitive post game.
But we don't get these guys until after we beat the game, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. It's fun when the game doesn't count.
That doesn't make sense, though. But they're in this attire, like, once we beat the game, so I'm like, huh?
I don't know if I'll be able to get through to them.
Nope.
But I will try.
We'll be your guides while
Like I said, there's no post game for any of the Xenoblade games.
It doesn't make sense.
While we're here, would it bother you?
It's just that you get unlocks for post game, which is, you know, I mean, I don't know. Can you, I don't know if you can get Melia and Nia from jump.
I don't think you can.
Well, we wouldn't really know because we didn't bother to actually check. Because remember, Joey.
Oh,
and Selena
even
didn't
if
tell
we didn't know, I feel like that shouldn't be the case according to story-wise.
Well, story-wise, yes, it wouldn't make any sense because they are in the final battle with us, so that wouldn't even work.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are absolutely right. No, they would be only exclusive.
It's still weird.
I mean, that's what happens with post game. They don't make any sense. Like we technically are in post game, and I'm probably gonna have to look up an entire guide to go see what the hell unique enemies exist. Just thinking to myself, it's like, oh my god, I'm not gonna find every friggin' unique enemy in this giant ass field.
It is blind.
Yeah. Can't wait for Chugga to have
Oh, we're gonna get the introduction to the city again?
City.
This is a far cry from the colonies and the castles. Here is a place where people can truly live, make a home.
I couldn't believe my eyes when I first saw this place.
Yeah, I can't believe the title of this place too.
City.
I wish I had been there to see your reaction. A shame.
I mean, the reaction is basically, ooh, city.
Whoa, city. Hey, where babies come from.
Surprises you.
It's more that I'm assailed by old memories. Technologies of old are put into practice here. I feel the industry of those times.
Queen.
Is that really you? Queen Melia?
Yes. I do.
That model does not look like an old man.
No, it doesn't.
I knew it from the moment I laid eyes on you. You were something special.
God, more paparazzi.
Finally caught up. Hey, old man, you're gonna give yourself a heart attack.
Well, thanks for your concern, but I'll decide when and how I'm going to pop my clogs.
Okay.
A whole life for this day. Heck, you all have, haven't you?
Of course we have.
You've returned to us at last, my queen. You really are as radiant as they say.
Hey, fancy a bite? You should come by my restaurant. Sample a few of the local dishes.
Oh no,
Why did
she's
you
a celebrity.
say it like that? You
Check
sound
out
like
to my place.
you're gonna
You're
murder
gonna
me.
eat her.
You're gonna eat.
If you come to my establishment so much, I'll be more than happy to bar you from it permanently.
Really pushing her to eat, huh?
People, don't shove. Stop
No one's not shoving each other.
Scare the queen now.
We're kind of like distant from one another, for sure.
Social distancing, you know that?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Come on now, this is getting excessive.
It really is. Thank you, Tyon.
Oh, leave him. Everyone's been living for this moment. It's always been my dream to see the true queen come back to us. A lot of us die before we get the chance.
Yeah, but now it's actually happening. Before our very eyes. How can we possibly keep calm when a miracle...
And he's like, I know you guys are talking among yourselves, but can I go?
My people. I would like to express a few words.
It's like they're meeting God for the first time.
It was a joy to see real human activity once
This is basically the Xenoblade 1's fan, you know, celebrating, like, oh my god, Melia's in the game!
I mean, to be fair, they made her bringing her back a more big deal than Nia.
Yeah.
Which makes sense considering, you know, she was the first queen in the Xenoblade series.
I mean, she is of the royal lineage.
That sucks. They all turn to the weird ass blue creatures called Telethia.
And here we are, happy enough if we can reach one.
The way I see it, you lot are far more incredible. You've achieved so much in so little time.
Huh? That's only natural, ain't it? Gotta get stuff done in the time you have. No way I could imagine having to fight for 40 or 50 years. Feels so snuffing far away. Uni.
By the by, I'm not seeing the story spinner anywhere.
Story spinner?
He's this old guy who knows more about the city's history than anyone. He's like a walking encyclopedia.
Real curious bloke. Normally he'd jump at an opportunity like this.
Well, he's no spring turkin, though. If he hears he's missed his chance to meet Her Majesty, he might drop dead from the shock.
Heavens. Where might we find this person? I think we should pay him a visit. What, really?
I'll bet it'd make his day. But are you sure?
I would like to try to meet him, if at all possible.
As you wish. It's your call.
You'll probably find him at Mittia Lookout. I hear it's one of his favorite spots.
Alright, cool.
Shock reference.
Ooh.
I doubt it.
Also, I have an idea. Like, you know, honestly, we're not making this to a highlight, but what if I find something funny and it'll just be a regular clip?
Well, that is what I told you, but you kind of got kidnapped.
Hi.
Yeah, like I said that. Well, I didn't notice that you were So I was like, whatever. Yeah, I said like if you found anything interesting, but don't force yourself. I didn't hear no response, so I just auto assumed that you were either not listening or you got disconnected. And I was right. You didn't get disconnected because you also didn't respond at the fact that the dude just showed up in the middle of nowhere. So like, okay, you're just either very angry at me and ignoring the hell out of me. Neat.
Why would I be angry at you?
I have no idea.
What would I be angry about?
Uh.
I have nothing to be angry at you about, except maybe when you send me, you know, the inertia stuff.
Because they worked against us.
just give me a bunch of loaves.
I haven't gotten any loaves yet, so I'm good.
No, there's no loaves.
Looked on my phone, didn't see any loaves. Good. I do not have to show you the random inertia.
Inertia. Why you get to like the inertia?
Because I say the same way as I said Elden Ring. No, you don't need to say it like that with emphasis on the
That sounds cooler that way.
And the ring.
Oh, the ring.
With all the DLC for Elden Ring, or DLC, one DLC, mind you. This DLC better be the friggin' bee's knees and better be the game of the year.
I mean, we are approaching November, so we shall see. And the game's not even fully done yet because we still got more update coming soon.
Also, there's a question mark here. I wonder who's this for?
Who's this for?
Who gets to speak? Another Nia memory?
Shall see. Nope.
What else is this? Hey, buddy.
Oh boy. Oh
hey,
boy.
buddy. What the?
Oh.
What the?
What? Huh?
What
in the world?
Yeah, what were you doing?
What are you doing, my dude?
Practice falls?
What?
Okay. I'm confusion.
I are confused.
True Love's hand. Excuse me?
Huh? I'm confused. So what, is a necessity for marriage is falling off of the ledge?
You
Like
know
a trust fall? Like, the kind of extreme version of trust fall? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, but what does flinging yourself from a high place has anything to do with it? Only found one place at Levy's sandbar, and the place it sleeps, a site in yonder. Then why would you try to fall in the sea?
What's
Bro,
the point of it? You're an
far
idiot.
removed from the city where it lies, its shore reached only by one with a boat. Then why were you falling? That still doesn't explain why you were trying to friggin'
You're not answering the question, my dude.
While you try to yeet yourself off of here.
Like, I get you're explaining what's the situation, but why the flinging off yourself to the edge?
And what more bracing action can there be by leaping from a high place? Bro, you're
dumb.
dumb.
There are other things to do to get your adrenaline running than just falling off of the ledge.
I don't think that makes any sense.
No, it doesn't. I don't know. I still be worried about you.
Oh my god. This man here.
So
we're gonna have to go after that damn pebble, or else he's just gonna go ahead and end up just falling.
Oh
jihad
no.
himself. What? Can you stop doing that? We'll get the pebble for you, bro. Don't worry. You don't have to do this. You're not Mr. Incredible. You can't do... You're going to do a superhero landing, all right? And you're going to become the part of the sand.
You're not Iron Man.
Yeah, just give us the friggin' information and stop being an idiot.
Just stay put.
Oh my god. And don't do anything stupid until we get back. Oh, I didn't know this.
Oh, Romeo and Juliet.
Bro,
Yeah.
First off, you know what?
Romeo never did that.
You falling off the edge makes a lot of sense now.
Oh my god. No, my pebbles.
We'll never see the name because it's the first time we ever came in here.
Whose funeral is it this time?
Oh God.
Nobody's, I should hope. We were just wondering if...
Oh, old Melly. Well,
Ellie.
This can't be real, so somebody pinch me. What if it's actually my funeral? Then that would...
No, you're not dead, my dude.
Where the places have I ended up?
Yeah, this is Mittia Lookout in the city. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I'm told you have quite the wisdom. I was hoping to ask you a few things.
Can you tell us about the history of Xeno 1?
Yeah. The Queen herself is asking me personally to tell her a story. Now I know I'm dreaming. Hey, Ouroboros kids, give me a good wallop here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we're actually gonna hit him.
Oh, okay. Was that just a thump? Oh my God, he killed a man!
I didn't throw my weight into it.
Let's all calm down for a second and just talk sensibly.
Killed a man!
Oh, God.
That didn't even sound like a thump, it's like a p
I didn't even
sound.
hear anything.
I heard it, but it was very sound like p. That's it.
It's a spit on him.
Even after that battering, I know I'll be content in the afterlife.
Oh, don't start. You were the one who asked us to.
Well, it seems life's worth living a little while longer. Don't want to disappoint old Queenie now, do I? Go on then, ask away.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, we want to know Amelia.
When you first saw Melia, I kind of got the impression you knew more about her than you let on.
Of course I do. Have you seen the stacks of literature they've got here in the city? Packed to the rafters. There's passages on the true Queen too. And you betcha these eyes have read them all back to front 20 times over.
Alright, so recite them to us.
Naturally. Here, I'll give you an example. It is a lesser-known fact that Her Majesty is squeamish around shiny bugs.
Alright.
Oh.
How can you possibly know that?
There was also a little morsel about how she found rainbow bugs particularly revolting.
I wonder
I
if
mean,
that's
I
a.
don't-
I wonder if that's a reference to if you
To
give her a
what?
bug in Xenoblade 1, her affection will go down.
Oh!
I
mean,
wonder
I don't blame her.
if that is true. That would be hilarious. Of
Is there a
reference.
side class that involves that?
No. There's an affection system. You can give gifts to people, and some of them can be your
Oh.
character. I think, if I vaguely remember, I think Melia's one is actually bugs.
Oh, I mean, I don't blame her. I don't like bugs either.
Oh yeah, well, I'm all ears.
When you get to the age you are, after living for so many decades, you must have had to say goodbye to so many of your friends and stuff. Must be a lot of crap to deal with. So, how do you cope?
Well, the pits is what it is. There are times when I wonder why I don't just curl up and die. But see, life ain't all sunshine and roses. I think that's part and parcel of it.
So what? You just have to go on living in misery? You've got to be joking.
Uni, are you alright?
I just want to know what it's all about. Growing old. There's folk out there who get to live so much longer than us, and they still choose to fight. It just feels like I'm always taking a back seat. Like I'm getting left behind. But I want to be there with you guys. Even if it's just in spirit.
Uni, I had no idea that was how you felt.
Yeah, sorry. Hard to put it into words, really.
Even if those you once loved are no longer a part of this world, lonely as it is, and painful though the memories be, it is not wholly a tragic tale. For you can keep close to your heart your memories of those dear to you. And that is something to take pride in. That is what will give you strength. Admittedly, my life took a very different path to the likes of my companions here. But such are my thoughts.
Ah, never a truer word was spoken.
One reference, let's go.
That's one piece of...
The fact that you're worrying about us here and now, you
Kind of makes me wonder why Shulk left the Monado with Melia to begin with.
I don't know, like, what's his reasoning for it?
I don't feel like you need to be doing anything special for
I
us.
mean, Maji's not gonna do anything with it, so.
there was no other god to fell.
I don't think that they can defeat gods.
Nobody is leaving you behind, Uni. If you ever feel distance between
The blade grew dull over the ages.
How? It's still the same.
Look, my dude, I don't know. Your blade, it did not cut deep.
What are you talking about? It's not even the same blade.
But that's from Future Connect, right? You said?
Yeah, it's the blade from Future Connected. It's not even the same one.
Okay.
A whole different blade. Oh, wait. Now he wants to get punched?
What are we doing?
Happening.
Oh, you angel. Now I can shuffle off this mortal coil without
Oh,
regret.
he's gonna eat himself.
Oh boy.
knowledgeable my ass.
Cruel journey from one end to the other. You only get one chance to walk it. But if there's one thing that gives it all meaning, it's love.
That's very sweet.
That ain't something I have to teach you young folks, though. Your friends are lucky fellows.
Monica said something like that too. Still doesn't make much sense to me though.
Don't worry, you'll find out at the end of the game. I mean, wait. I think that's part of the reason why they can't be any post game, because it would be like, how would the post game work?
That is true because, you know, everybody's separated afterwards.
Yeah, so it's like the post game kind of doesn't work, to be honest. Like, the only thing I can think of is obviously them having an epilogue story. That's the only thing I can think of them doing.
Yeah.
But that's like the last DLC, I expect. That will probably end up connected to Xenoblade 4, and then also lying to me and saying that it's not about Xenoblade 4, and then I'm upset and mad. Red doo-doo right here.
No, not this time.
Oh, doo-doo. You can hear it now, so now I can't go ahead and make
Yeah.
jokes.
Kind of prefer if the menu does not have a theme. I kind of just prefer to have the background music, but more so muffled.
You say that, but I prefer it having a theme. I prefer hearing this rather than a freaking chain attack. Ugh.
I mean, that's, you know, different. Like, yeah, I'd rather hear, you know, the battle music going on while doing the chain attack.
Final boss is so inconsistent. It's so dumb.
Yeah, the final boss was the only one that actually did change that, though.
No, it didn't, because the last phase of it ends up basically having the chain attack music.
Oh, really does?
Yeah, remember when Sabrina and Joey told us that during the final fight? I was like, wow, that's actually
sad.
very inconsistently bad.
Yeah.
However fervent my loyalty, if I am ever the source of Her Highness's anguish, it does no good.
You think too deeply, Isel. 'Tis your mind.
Well, Zone 4 will probably just be its own thing.
I will rectify that.
With its own
We
set of
shall see what
characters.
happens.
Because they can't really. This is the end of Shulk and Rex's storyline. With ending it with Melia.
Like, what
and
else
Mia.
are they going to add on to it?
Probably just a different thing altogether. We're probably not going to be in this universe here. We're probably going to be in a whole different universe.
Maybe.
But let's be real here. Xenoblade 2 didn't even make a reference to Xenoblade 1 until the very end of the game, and Xenoblade 3 didn't make a reference to Xenoblade 1 and 2 until the very end of the first half and the second half.
Why does she look so sad? My friends and I, we fought hard for all this. We staked our lives on this future.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And if there's a chance to keep it that way,
This is Xenoblade 1 music.
I too will be happy to sacrifice myself for this world.
Snuff that for a laugh.
Yeah, this is Xenoblade 1 music.
I hate that. You're the important one here. Pardon?
It's true. It's something I noticed before. As befits a queen, you're always thinking about your subjects. But who thinks about what's best for you?
Seeing you suffer alone like this, none of us like it. It's too sad to think about. Losing you, that is. You're one of us.
Everyone asks, how's people doing? But people don't ask, how's the queen doing?
If you let us do the same for you. I am speechless.
Melia, you are needed in this world. But you weren't born solely for the world's sake.
That may be so. However,
If you permit me, I'll gladly lend you my strength. Not because you are our queen, but because we're travelers in the here and now. So we should live together.
I'm glad you're with us, Melia.
Oh!
yes. You are right. How funny.
What about they just reuse definitive edition? Whatever.
You know, honestly, I had to feel it's gonna happen as soon as the flash to white. I'm like, wait, I regained a flashback of the crew.
Bro, I would have loved they just used the graphics from the, on the Wii.
For the original.
I was like, oh damn, that's
I knew there was like I had a feeling it was gonna show the crew. I'm like, flashback, flash and white. Wait,
Ooh, that means
flashback.
that means Nia will do the same. Ooh,
We gotta do Nia's.
we can't do it yet. I gotta get her a level 10.
Oh, darn.
Now that's more like it, girl.
But we'll probably be able to do it Wednesday.
Yeah.
Melia, thank you. Thank you for always having believed in us.
That's one thing I would never doubt. Now we embark on our quests to create the future.
Yes, it's ours.
Hey.
Future connected.
Still no Fog King though.
I know.
It's like that thing still does not exist.
Hey.
Yo,
Oh,
Royal
what?
Summoner. Nah, that's the thing what happens when you finish off their thing.
Oh.
Alright, cool beans.
That
All
was
right.
cool. We got a
Alright.
little flashback of the one crew.
Yeah, and the next one will be Nia. But for right now, that will be actually the end of this. So until next time, folks, we will see you guys tomorrow for where we start another new game. And that game will be...
Yeah.
Here it is. Bloodstained
There.
Ritual of the End. Anyways, we'll see you guys tomorrow for a new playthrough that will be coincided with us, I don't know what the hell the word is called. For
Coinciding with
back to-
Xenoblade.
Going back to Xeno. I don't know what the word is. Anyways, you know what the word is. Anywho, you guys have yourselves a great night. Laters.
Laters.